fantastic fun fall sale at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Main Street in Lincoln. Now's the time to buy and save, like up to $8,000 in savings on the new Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. See the lineup of Buick SUVs, also the Trax and Trailblazers. And the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is in stock waiting for you. And don't forget about the Car Bravo pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence and save big now during the fantastic fun fall sale at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street, Lincoln. Online at abernathychevrolet.com. It's Friday. Jam and J's, and listen to this. On Tuesdays, take 30% off basic pizzas. It's Wing Wednesday, where you get 10% off, 20% off specialty pizzas. Check out online offers at jamandjspizza.com. Jam and J's Pizza, 1011 Grove Street in Shelby, right behind KFC. Open Tuesday and Wednesday, 11 to 8, Thursday and Friday, 11 to 9, and 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. on Sunday for lunch. Plumbing problems can drive you plumb crazy. Not anymore. Use your head. Call Olmsted to take care of all of your plumbing needs. Olmsted Plumbing has been serving this area since 1973. That's over 50 years. Plumbing problems can happen anytime, and anytime is not a good time. From slow toilets to leaky pipes to clogged drains, Olmsted Plumbing can do it all. Just call 828-245-7302 or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com. Like we said, use your head. Call Olmsted. Olmsted Plumbing, you'll be glad you did. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, bases loaded, and 2 strikes. Now, that's a tough situation for any team. And not having your taxes done properly is a problem for you, too. That's when you call on Kimberly Spicer, CPA and public attorney. She has the team you can count on. She can assist you with your small business and your tax preparation. In Shelby, call 704-482-4358. And in Forest City, 828-245-8351. Kimberly Spicer, CPA and attorney. 214 North Morgan Street in Shelby and 118 East Main Street, Forest City. Attention Shelby and surrounding areas. Now through Saturday, Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby has red tag new Chevy Silverados with 0% financing, plus 0 payment till next year, and zero money down payment available with lender approval, plus used cars from $8,900 with rates as low as 4.9%. Hurry in now, sell in Saturday. Chevy Silverados red tag 000. Used cars from $8,900. Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevrolet.net. When the power goes out, be ready with a new gas range from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Right now, they've got scratch and dented gas ranges starting at $449, only $449. With gas, you can cook without electricity. Be ready for old man winter. And remember, at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, the scratch and dented appliances come with a brand new warranty. Check them all out today. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at hendrickappliance.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Don't miss the Larson Stock.
Yeah, they played a really good schedule. In fact, you look at the win-loss percentage of the teams they played, and they're 63 and 37, whereas the Golden Lions opponents are 56 and 43. And it's generally the opposite. Shelby generally has a much higher strength of schedule than the teams that they're playing. But even if you played a good schedule, when you're 2 and 8, you're still 2 and 8. And so that's just a situation as far as this Morehead team is concerned. But the biggest problem that Morehead seems to have, they have a good defense. They're only giving up 20-some points a game, but offensively they're scoring less than 10 points per game. And the only 2 games that they've won were the only 2 games that they've scored in double figures. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Morehead, but you're going to play the game out on the field, and Brent looking down at the field, the yard lines are black, the Shelby Golden Lion is back in the middle of the field. He hadn't been there since about the second game this year. And so when the yard lines are black, it means it's playoff time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please stand and remove your caps for the acclaim of the alma mater.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's one of the things that I talked with Coach Wilbanks in our coaches' conversation about how that was a very needed week off for the Golden Lions.
Up and sell promotion now through November 1st at the Roundup store in Shelby. Get great mail-in rebates on Larson Storm, security, and screen doors. Spend $150 and get $10 off. Spend $250, get $25 off. Spend $500, get $50 off. Spend $1,000 and get $100 off. All during the Larson Stock Up and Sell promotion. Larson Doors, available at the Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Are you ready to elevate your farm in an outdoor experience? Look no further than Fred Caldwell Tractors in Clover. We're not a dealership, rather your partners in performance. Mahindra is synonymous with rugged durability, innovative technology, and top performance. Right now, qualified buyers get 0% financing for up to 84 months on select models. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just starting out, see Brian Lane and Wayne Gregory at Fred Caldwell Tractors. Fred Caldwell Tractors is also a certified Toro dealer, located at 961 Bethel Street in Clover. Online at fredcaldwelltractors.com. Like them on Facebook too. If you're filing an insurance claim for your home, and if it includes flooring, Willis Flooring Shop in Shelby can help you pick out a solution for your home that will fit your budget and navigate the claim process. And this month, Willis Flooring Shop has 10 to 20 cents off per foot of their LVP Click products with free shipping. Ask about the Loose Lay LVP. Great for the do-it-yourselfers. It's easy. It can be cut with a sharp box cutter and fitted into the corners easily. See it today at Willis Flooring Shop, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby. Open 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook too. Don't get hosed on your hydraulic hose connections. See the hose man, Charles Cabinets at Shelby Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts store. They do all types of hydraulic hose connections, including hoses for heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses available in metric or standard fittings. And pick up your interstate batteries for your lawnmower, tractor, and heavy equipment, plus filters too, and they carry air gas. See Shelby Auto Parts, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby, open 7:30 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-2468 for Shelby Auto Parts.
Charlotte Realtors can talk till they're blue in the face about Gaston County, and they won't scratch the surface of what Moss Realty knows. Moss Realty has been serving Gaston County and the surrounding counties for over 25 years. Owner Warren and his team know the quality of life this side of the river. When it's your time to buy or sell a home, trust the real Gaston County experts at Moss Realty. They'll use their personal knowledge of the community to help you find your perfect home. Connect with them at 704-865-5555 or online at mossrealty.com.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at putnamdistributors.com. Sutton & Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Welcome back into our Bill Schufert Heating and Air pregame show. And now it's time. I'm going to turn it over to Jeff for our coaches conversation.
Welcome to our weekly coaches conversation. I'm here with Mike Wilbanks, head football coach of the Shelby Golden Lions. First off, Coach, congratulations on a big victory to win a conference championship at Burns 2 weeks ago.
It was a great, gritty, just a hard-fought victory by our guys. I'm so proud of their effort. We set out to start the season. We want to win our first game, and then, of course, we want to try to win the county and win the conference. And I guess if you look at it, I think everybody's like 2-1 in the county, so we kind of did that. But to win the conference on the road against Burns, who's a tough, physical team, and I challenged our guys all week going into the game. They were going to have to play physical, and they did, and they just kept at it, and then as the game wore on, we made a play here, made a play there, and just so excited for our guys and our coaches, all the preparation, and it paid off.
Absolutely, and one of the things that we knew going into that game was you had some injuries that were kind of problematic because you had some defensive linemen, offensive linemen, linebackers, and so I guess the second question is, has the open week been something good for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and going into the Burns game, we had to have an offensive tackle, we didn't have a linebacker, we had a defensive lineman that was suspended. So we had some missing pieces, but now the open week, those guys are going to dress. For the most part, they're 100%, and we're going to monitor them early in the game. But yeah, the open week was great. It was especially, I knew it coming out of that Burns game that open week would benefit us just to give us a chance to catch our breath. So we did that last week. We had some good work, and then came in Monday, and we've had a great week of preparation. The guys are really focused. I'm excited to watch them play.
Well, you've got Morehead tonight, and we've never played Morehead before. They're a long way away from us. They played a really tough schedule. You look at their schedule; they're actually may have played a tougher schedule than we have. So, having said all that, what are the keys to a Golden Lion victory tonight?
Well, I think we got to start fast. I talk about that all the time, but I told our guys this week, we're 8-2, they're 2-8. Regardless of schedules and all that stuff, there's a little bit of doubt in their mind. They're on the road. So we got to start fast and get up big, get up quick. And hopefully we can take away any kind of hope they may have going into the game. And then, of course, handling the adversity. It's going to be an emotional game. It's a playoff game. So be able to ride the wave of the ups and downs. If something good happens, just keep playing. Something bad happens, keeps playing. And then, of course, turnovers is always the key. We preach that all the time. We work on it. So we got to win the turnover battle. And hopefully if we do those things, we'll come out and head to round 2.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, and we look forward to having a conversation with you next week.
Yep. Thanks, Coach.
And that was Coach Wilbanks with Jeff earlier today. And so we'll take another break here on our pregame show, sponsored by Bill Schufert Heating and Air. We'll come back and talk a little bit about our player to watch, and we'll do that after this break.
The Dodge Black Friday sales event is underway at Barberger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Get in on big performance and receive $11,100 total bonus cash allowance on the new 2024 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. And if you're a Ford brand owner or leasee, you can get $2,000 bonus cash allowance on a new 2024 Dodge Durango. All during the Black Friday sales event at Barberger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. The Dodge Black Friday sales event is underway at Barberger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. Get in on big performance and receive $11,100 total bonus cash allowance on the new 2024 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. And if you're a Ford brand owner or leasee, you can get $2,000 bonus cash allowance on a new 2024 Dodge Durango. All during the Black Friday sales event at Barberger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Sizzle & Son Paint and Body Shop wishes all Cleveland County High School football teams a successful season. a local family-owned business for 26 years. Sizzle & Son offers auto and truck body repair and painting, motorcycle refinishing, and dent removal. They're known for the quality of their work, their experienced staff, and their dedication to customers. In their own words, we work for our customers, not for the insurance companies. We have your best interest in mind. Call 704-730-0050 or stop by 2027 Shelby Road, Kings Mountain. They're there when you need them.
The fall garden and flowering plants have arrived at Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain. Come check them out for your home. Also grass seed, lime, fertilizer, pine needles, and straw. And ask Mr. Bolt about their canned food items, including jalapeno eggs, red hot Polish sausage, local honey apple butter, and Lickety-Lou's barbecue. And add spice to your charcoal with Kingsford charcoal flavoring. 4 flavors to choose from. See Mr. Bolt, Howard, or Kyle, and leave with a smile at Hometown Hardware, 110 South Railroad Avenue, Kings Mountain.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit her website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Today's game is being brought to you in part by the law firm of Ted A. Grieve and Associates, personal injury lawyer. Ted is dedicated to providing professional and personalized service to every client. Their clients are assisted by highly trained staff members, which enhances the professionalism to their entire team. From auto accidents to workman's comp to Social Security disability claims, call on Ted A. Grieve, personal injury lawyer. Office is located in Shelby at 522 East Dixon Boulevard. Like them on Facebook too. You may be headed out to the big game, or maybe you're heading to the mountains or beach for one last season getaway, or maybe just back to school. No matter where you're headed, head first to Butler's Tire and Automotive in Kings Mountain and make sure your vehicle is ready for the road. They do it all, from engine replacement to transmission service, along with tune-ups, oil changes, brake work, tires too, and inspections. That's Butler's Tire and Automotive Repair, 205 East King Street in Kings Mountain, right across from KFC. Like them on Facebook too.
We all hear about how good the barbecue is in Lexington, Greensboro, and in eastern North Carolina. But here in Cleveland County, we all know that the best barbecue is here. At Alston Bridges Barbecue, Kent and Linda Bridges and their family make sure the staple of their restaurant is the best barbecue. Your choice, pork, beef, or chicken, plus delicious sides, such as slaw, beans, fries, and hush puppies. The best since Alston and Mabel opened in 1955. Alston Bridges Barbecue, 620 Grover Street, right here in Shelby.
Alston Bridges Barbecue is now open 10:45 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Help! Help! He's back in town!
Yeah, I'm back in town, and this town is going down. It's me, Clint Eatswood, and I can't be stopped. I eat all the wood I see, and there's nothing you can do.
Someone call H&H Pest Control. They'll stop Clint Eatswood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Stop Clint Eatswood before he destroys your home. Call H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing at 704-482-2847. Online at hhpci.com. It's hot outside, and so are the red hot deals on Floyd at Barrett's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. Hurry in now and see Stan and Sherry for your next floor. They've got wide width sheet vinyl with new designs and priced as low as $125 a square foot. Plus 5mm and 20mm wear layer LVP flooring is only $1.99 a square foot. This special get only for you at Barrett's Floor Covering, 150 Dixon School Road in Kings Mountain. Online at barrettsfloorcovering.com.
Built upon a
Yeah, Morehead won the toss and deferred their decision to the second half. And so Morehead's getting ready to kick off, and they will be kicking off from the 40. They're going right to left, away from the scoreboard. So they're kicking toward the north side of the football field, and their kicker is Juan Pacheco, and he is going to kick it toward the sideline. And he kicks an onside kick, and Shelby has recovered it, and they're going to score a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen that in a high school game ever. Wow. That's pretty amazing. It was a really nice onside kick, and I thought Shelby might be in trouble, but Roseboro stayed at home, jumped up, grabbed it, and took it the distance. So what a great start for the Golden Lions. So 7 seconds in, Shelby leads 6-0. Wow.
Solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Now financing as low as 5.99% on 36 months with approved credit, and save up to $3,000 on the off-road Kawasaki motorcycles. And choose your Suzuki 800. Lock in your rate and jump on a new Kawasaki 800 with financing as low as 1.99% APR for 36 months at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Yeah, Lopez kicked it, and it bounced around like it might stay in bounds for just a minute, but it did finally go out about the 13-yard line, so that means that Morehead can take it at their 35-yard line. They could also force a re-kick, and I think they're going to force a re-kick.
And Morehead will elect to have Shelby re-kick.
Yeah, opening kickoff, in case you weren't with us in the opening kickoff, Morehead tried an onside kick, and it was a beautiful kick. But Lorenzo Roseboro stepped forward, grabbed it, and took it 50 yards for a touchdown. And then Jose Lopez's point after was good, and then his first kickoff was out of bounds, and so they're going to back it up 5 yards. He's going to kick it off again from the 35-yard line. So that was one of those situations where Morehead would have been much better off if they'd taken the original penalty and got the ball on their own 35-yard line. As it is, they're going to start inside the, well, they won't put it down, and they've got another. We have another penalty on Shelby, a face mask on Shelby. So a 5-yard face mask, and that's going to, so 2 penalties already on Shelby, 2 5-yard penalties, and that's going to have Morehead starting on 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. And Matthews gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just just back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 30.
Stop by Ramsey. 2nd down.
Yep. Shelby brought the house. I mean, they brought 8 guys, and most of them got through. They pitched it. Was that a pitch forward? So it was a pass, and then somebody, could you tell who it was who delivered that shot? Norris just delivered a shot, knocked the ball backwards, and Morehead was able to recover it for a 5-yard loss. So 3rd down and 15 for Morehead. They're on their own 25-yard line. Shelby leads 7-0. So they've completed 2 passes this ball game, and they'd only completed 28 for the entire year. So that's going to pick up 10 yards, but the problem was it was 3rd and 15, so that's going to bring up 4th and 5. And they don't really line up in a total punt formation, so Shelby's not going to try to go for a block, but they are going to try to get a good return. And number 7, Calvin Ramseur's back, and I don't know if he's back far enough. And that's got to be a flag. I mean, he hit him.
32-yard line. All the lines take over. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's one that you saw it in the air, and you thought, oh, my goodness, he set Tate up to get an absolute shot. And he did, but Tate held on to it, and when the play was over with, the defender that hit him is still down. I tell you what, Brent, he's down. I think we got time for a injury timeout.
He is out to the Shelby 47-yard line, good for a Golden Lions 1st down.
It's time for the big game, and Safe Lane Driving School in Shelby wants you to drive safe to cheer your team on. Safe Lane Driving School is owned and operated locally by retired state trooper Philip Glover. Safe Lane Driving School features 30 hours in the classroom and 6 hours behind the wheel. And if you've completed your classwork and are waiting to drive, Safe Lane can help with that too. Safe Lane Driving School, 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-7808. Online at safelanedrivingschool.com. Stay safe and start driving today. It's time for the big game, and Safe Lane Driving School in Shelby.
All right, the injury was to DB, and he's still down. That was a good call. They threw a wheel route to Tristan Tate out the backfield, and that ball hung up in the air, and Tristan caught it right about the time he got hit.
And he was hit. Tristan was hit pretty hard, and I was afraid, oh my gosh, you kind of lay that up there and you can really get somebody hurt. And they did get somebody hurt, but it wasn't Tristan. It was and you felt. I hear you again, Brent. So
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So yeah, they threw it up in the air, and the DB came up and hit Tristan low, but he's the one that's hurt. And Tristan held on to the catch. What a catch! That's a 16-yard gain and a Cornerstone Dental 1st down. Shelby's first of the game on their first offensive play, and so Players still down. I think we got time for one more timeout, so let's take it here. Shelby leads 7-0, 9:39 to go here, first quarter.
It's time for the big game, and Safe Lane Driving School in Shelby wants you to drive safe to cheer your team on. Safe Lane Driving School is owned and operated locally by retired state trooper Philip Glover. Safe Lane Driving School features 30 hours in the classroom and 6 hours behind the wheel. And if you've completed your classwork and are waiting to drive, Safe Lane can help with that too. Safe Lane Driving School, 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-7808. Online at safelanedrivingschool.com. Stay safe and start driving today.
All right, we're back, and injured players finally up. And, again, just a great catch by Tristan Tate. Jeff, let's go back to our player to watch.
Yeah, I think we decided we wanted to go to Majay Thompson as our player to watch. Isn't that right?
Yep, Majay Thompson. So, guy that's got big play ability. Didn't have a big game against Burns, so we're looking for big things tonight. And penalty flag comes down. I think that was going to be one of those little, little pitch forward passes to Thompson, but it's a false start on the Golden Lions.
So that's 3 penalties against the Golden Lions for 15 yards, and those are the penalties that just kind of drive you crazy because we had a kickoff out of bounds, we had a face mask, and then we had the false start on Shelby. So 1st and 15, and they're having all kinds of trouble. The chain crew moved with the with the box, and so taking a little bit of time to get the chain set where it should be. And Shelby's got 1st and 15.
Yeah, the original line of scrimmage should be the 48. They fixed that now. Ball's on the 43. And in motion goes Thompson, and another flag comes down. I think we're going to get the same penalty. And there it is. So 4 penalties on the Golden Lions. And now it's 1st down and 20. And it looked like they were going to run the same exact play, Jeff, and the same thing happened. There was a false start. Out of the game comes number 3, Kavlon Vaz. And into the game comes Tyler Morgan. Now Shelby with a 4-receiver set, and they'll throw it. Farmer's got time. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Rolls right, and he's on the run. He's going to throw it on the run, and he lofts it up, nearly pulled down by Tyler Morgan, but just out of his reach.
Yes, and one thing that we've noticed about Land Farmer, especially the latter part of the season, is he's become a much better moving around in the pocket. I mean, he's not a rushing threat really, but instead of kind of panicking and backing up, he stepped up and then got a little bit of pressure and rolled out and make a pretty decent throw.
Yeah, good throw. 2nd down 20 though. It's going to be a handoff to Tate, and he's met rudely in. At the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, so 3rd down and 20.
And so that was a play made by number 4, and we're not sure who that is. That's the number that Trooper Wright normally wears. He's the player that was injured on
Suffered
Monday.
A devastating injury, and it's such an injury that there's no way he could be playing. So I'm sure just one of their players is wearing his number in his honor.
And now Farmer's going to throw deep. He's got a man behind the defense. That is Bubby. And he's got it down at the 10-yard line. That is Khalil Foster. They call him Bubby, number 1. And
all the way down to the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10. And I like the 11 better than the 10 because 1st and goal on the 10 is one of the hardest things to pick up. But 1st and 10 on the 11, and he had plenty of time, and what a perfect pass, Brent.
Yeah, that's a 51-yard pass play from Farmer to Foster. And 1st and 10, Shelby at the 11. They can get one more 1st down, and already a flag comes out for a false start on the Golden Lions. So that'll back them up 5 again, and it'll be 1st and 15 from the 16. And hopefully my headset keeps working because right now we're doing well. Tristan Tate, the lone running back for the Golden Lions. And they're going to, a flag comes out, and Tristan Tate's going to score a touchdown, Jeff, but I believe
that's where you always get a holding penalty.
Holding called by the white hat, and that's going to back Shelby up 10 more yards. So it's going to be 1st and 25. All the way back
it should
to
be. It should actually be from the spot of the foul. The flag's down at the 14. So maybe the penalty will just be back to the 24. Yeah, it's going to be back to the 24. It's a 10-yard holding penalty, but you can't keep doing that. So now it's 1st down and 23 for Shelby.
So we'll get a 2-yard play and then a 10-yard penalty. And now we're looking at 1st and 23, like Jeff said. So Farmer's going to throw it. And nice block by Tristan Tate is going to allow Farmer to roll left. Now he's rolling back right, and boy, he's way behind the line of scrimmage, but he gets away. He's at the 30. He's going to throw it downfield. Behind the defense, caught. Khalil Foster, touchdown, Shelby.
Wow.
How about that play from Lan Farmer? As Jeff, he was sacked a couple of times, got out of there, and then delivers the 24-yard touchdown pass to Khalil Foster. And Foster has 75 yards on 2 receptions and a touchdown, and Shelby leads 13-0 with 7:50 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's just hard to believe.
Yeah, how he found, there was a couple of times we thought he was going to go down for a big sack, and when he got out of there, he threw on the run. Luckily, he was running to his right side, and the point after touchdown by Jose Lopez is good. The Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. And Shelby leads 14-0 here early in this one. We'll be right back.
I work my tractors really hard. I give all they've got. I demand as much horsepower as they can possibly give me. I tell you what, I've had these Coyote tractors for probably 10 years now. They've served me well. Been good.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vail.
I work my tractors really hard. I give all they've got. I demand as much horsepower as they can possibly give me. I tell you what, I've had these Coyote tractors for probably 10 years now. They've served me well. Been good.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vail. Now back.
All right, we're back, and we've now got that number. Number 4 is going to be worn by Brock Blizzard, and Brock has been wearing number 7, so he's wearing 4 in honor of Trooper Wright. And that was taken by DeQuay Matthews all the way back at about the 9-yard line on the Jam & J's Pizza kickoff, and he's not going to get maybe to about the 14 or 15.
Yeah, nowhere near the 20-yard line. And so it's almost like Shelby said, we were wanting to kick off short, but you're going to make us kick off deep. So we've kicked off deep twice and had good coverage both times.
If you're just joining us on the opening kickoff, it was an onside kick by Morehead that taken about 8 yards past the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Roseborough came up, fielded it on the high bounce, Jeff, and went 48 yards for the kick return touchdown. And Shelby it's been all Golden Lions since then. Morehead had a 3-and-out punt, and then Shelby went down on a 68-yard drive to score, and they've got 2 numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdowns. And now a timeout on the field with 7:40 to go. Shelby leading 14-0. We'll be right back.
In the day, Okie Knipe was a pretty darn good football player. Later, he started a pretty darn good tire store, and it's still here today. It's Okie's Tire, serving Shelby and Cleveland County for over 40 years, and sons Ken and Chris Knipe continue the tradition today by selling the best quality tire at the best possible price. They even sell lawnmower, wheelbarrow, tractor, and even skid steer tires. As Okie used to say, if it's round and it rolls, hey, we can help. That's Okie's Tire, located at 800 West Warren Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-7392.
All right, we're back after the timeout, and that timeout was taken by Morehead. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 14. It'll be a handoff left side, and a penalty comes out from the back judge, or actually
I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a run because it looked like we had him tackled at about the 15, and he just kept stumbling, bumbling, and rumbling all the way up to the 19-yard line. Where that penalty flag was thrown, that's generally going to be a holding penalty, and another Morehead player is down.
Yeah, so that was number 8, Braxton Carter, who's their leading rusher on that nice carry, but they have not signaled what that penalty is yet, and now here it comes.
Illegal chop block.
Chop block on the Panthers.
And that'll be half the distance. That'll push the ball back to about the 7-yard line. And a Panther, it looks like one of their linemen is down. So it gets from bad to worse for the Panthers.
Yeah, so let's take another injury timeout. 7:31 to go. First quarter. It's 14-0. Gold Lions on top.
Small college town could be right for you. Gardner-Webb University is a private Christian liberal arts university in Boiling Springs that was founded in 1905. Whether you're graduating high school, transferring universities, pursuing an advanced degree, or returning to the classroom as an adult, Gardner-Webb has over 80 majors awaiting you. In athletics, the Runnin' Bulldogs football season kicks off at home August 29th. Become a part of Bulldog Nation. More at gardner-webb.edu. A small college town could be right for you. Gardner-Webb University is a private Christian liberal arts university in Boiling Springs that was founded in 1905. Whether you're graduating high school, transferring universities, pursuing an advanced degree, or returning to the classroom as an adult, Gardner-Webb has over 80 majors awaiting you. In athletics, the Runnin' Bulldogs football season kicks off at home August 29th. Become a part of Bulldog Nation. More at gardner-webb.edu.
All right, the injured Panther is now being helped off the field. And
big number 78, Rolando Alcantar, sophomore offensive lineman, weighs in at 273 pounds, and he makes his way off the field with a little bit of a limp. So after that illegal chop block penalty, it's going to be 1st and 17 for the Panthers. Golden Lions lead 14-0, 7:26 left in the first quarter.
And snap taken, handoff, met in the backfield by both Landon Hollifield and Nydrian Wood immediately.
And that's going to be all the way back to the 3-yard line. Now, one of the things that Coach Wilbanks was talking to me about was they pull their guards. And when you pull your guards, you can take a risk and you can walk your linebackers up, and if they pull the guards, you can run the linebackers right up where the guards were. There's no way to pick them both up. And so Shelby's done that twice, and they've hit it perfectly and given up big losses both times, Brent.
Yeah, that time Braxton Carter loses 4, and we got 2nd down and 21. And Townsend hands it off to Carter again, this time over the left side, and he's got a nice gain out there. Out across the 10, another penalty flag comes down. I think we're going to get another hold as Quivette McCray came up.
Well, we may get a hold, or we may get McCray going in low on the lead blocker.
Hunter Cochran was the blocker, and now he's down injured. And they're going to call a face mask.
Face mask on Shelby, a personal foul face mask.
So this game has been a little bit sloppy, Jeff. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 penalties on Shelby, and we're not even midway through the first quarter yet. And so.
And that does result in a 1st down.
Yep. So that was 2nd down and 21, and I'm not even sure who they face masked. That could have been a face mask away from the football. Because there's an injured Panther down, but it looked like the rusher was kind of being held on by his shirt, and he dragged the tackler.
Yeah, it could be that what happened was when they came forward, when the linebackers came up, and they got a hold of a face mask someplace in there. But that's going to be the first down, and again, our first downs are sponsored by Cornerstone Dental Associates of Shelby. But like I said, Brent, it's just the penalty situation is already outrageous. Shelby's already committed 7 penalties for 50 yards.
There's a 9-yard run by Braxton Carter, and then a 15-yard penalty, and that goes all the way from the 3-yard line
the 27.
To the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, Panthers there.
On that last play, Shelby sent their linebackers, and they got blocked that time, so that's why they got the nice gain.
So 1st and 10, Townsend rolls right, looking to throw. He's going to throw it on the run. It's picked off. Nick Norris at the 38-yard line. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. It's going to be a pick 6. Nick Norris, 38 yards. And Shelby has scored on special teams, offense, and defense, and we're not even midway through the first quarter.
Great play by Nick Norris.
And Shelby leads 20-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And like I said, 48-yard kickoff return by Lorenzo Roseboro. We had a 24-yard touchdown catch by Khalil Foster, and now a 38-yard interception return for a touchdown by Nick Norris. And Jose Lopez is out for a Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown attempt with man-man. Collins to hold, and it's snapped over man-man's head. He's going to go retrieve it, and he's going to run it. He's at the 15. He cuts back, and he's going to be tackled. And so bad snap leads to a non-kick, and Shelby leads with 6:08 to go. First quarter by a score of 20-0. We'll be right back.
The big trucks have backed up and unloaded mattresses, and more mattresses at Cummings Furniture in Shelby. Just arrived two-sided, posture-perfect orthopedic mattresses. These are handcrafted two-sided. Just flip them over if you wish. Cummings Furniture also has a truckload of Nectar mattresses at closeout prices. Check with them before you buy. That's Cummings Furniture, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com. Like them on Facebook, too. The big trucks have backed up and unloaded mattresses. The automobile rates have never been better than now at Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency in Shelby. If you're in the market for automobile insurance, now is the time to see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance. Their mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life and help you recover from the unexpected and realize your dreams. You'll find a friendly staff that will work hard for you and your insurance needs. From auto to home to property, life insurance, and more, see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency, 1671 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, online at reedlindsay.com.
All right, we got another Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff coming up for Jose Lopez. He kicked the last one deep, Jeff, and looks like he's going to do that again. This is going to be taken by Matthews at about the 9. He'll go to the middle of the field and then go upfield, and he's going to be tackled shy of the 20. And I believe that tackle was made by Landon Hollifield along with Cavlin Vaz. And so, again, Shelby with good kickoff coverage. And we're now finally midway through the first quarter, and the Golden Lions lead 22-0.
Yeah, it's definitely been all Golden Lions, and they scored on special teams, offense, and defense.
And Morehead will take over. And, you know, Morehead has 32 guys dressed out tonight, Jeff, and we've had 3 guys down hurt already. One of those, a lineman, is sitting over on the bench, and I don't know if he's going to return. And so they're short on players. Low snap handled and handed off to Carter, and he gets around the right side. Nice tackle from the secondary by Calvin Ramseur.
And he came up hard and hit him in the shins. And when I saw that out of the corner of my eye, I was looking for number 22, Derek Key, because he comes up and makes those tackles all the time. But that was a really nice tackle by Ramseur. And it was a pretty important tackle because they got us outflanked. They had 2 wing backs out to the right, so there was a little bit of room for him to run, but Ramseur shut that down for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, nice play there. Burns leads North Stanley 14-0. Kings Mountain East Lincoln tied at 7. Hand off to Carter left side, and right there is Jaden Anderson. But Carter's still going to get a pretty decent gain out of that of about 5.
Yeah, he's going to get 5, and, Carter is the guy that's got the most yardage. He's got 371 yards for the year, and he averages 4.8, and you can see why, because they hit him. It looked like it's going to be about a 1-yard gain. He just continued moving. So it's definitely a manageable 3rd down now, 3rd and 4 for Morehead. The Panthers are trailing 20-0. There's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this first quarter.
Crest leads 21-0 over Eastern Guilford. We'll try to keep you up to date on all those local scores. And there's a handoff left side.
Nothing doing. Absolutely nothing. There was about 5 goal lines in the backfield, and the corners and the safeties are doing a great job coming up into run support, Brent.
Yeah, and there was a little hesitation from DeQuay Matthews that time, and that gave all Shelby needed to get there and make the tackle for no gain. And so now we got ourselves a 4th down at about 5. Matthews has carried it a couple times, also caught a couple of balls.
Shelby has to cover the receivers, though, because they line up in what looks like really an offensive play with the punter back at about 8 yards.
And they'll punt it away, and this one's going to be fielded at the 42 of Shelby by Ram Stewart. Makes the first guy miss, and he's tripped. That's going to be a penalty.
That should be a penalty because you can't trip.
I mean, that was literally he was trying to go to the sideline, and one of the players just slid like a slide tackle in soccer, and that'll draw the penalty flag. Second penalty on Morehead. I don't know if that's a 5, 10, or 15-yarder, but it's thrown at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and a lot of people that aren't as familiar with the football rules say, why is that against the rule to trip somebody? But it's a personal foul, so it's a 15-yard penalty. And so Shelby's going to have great field position. They're going to have it on the Morehead 40.
Yeah, and Shelby already leading 20-0, 3:45 to go. Shelby has only run 6 offensive plays, and they lead 20-0. And so you got to love it when you get to the playoffs and your special teams and defense give you some scores. And now we've got an injured goal line coming off the field.
I'm not sure if it's an injury or if it's a situation where they told Tyler Morgan there's something wrong with his uniform because he walked off the field. The side judge made him leave.
Cole Wakefield comes in for him, and on first down, Land Farmer will throw. This time has a lot of time, but again can't find it. Somebody flushed out of the pocket, throws it. It's caught on the run. Again? Yeah, but he didn't drag his foot well enough. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. So second down and 10 it'll be. But Foster's been the man so far. He's got 3 of the 4 catches with Tristan Tate. Or 2 of the 3 catches with Tristan Tate having the other. And your receivers are now Morgan, Thompson, Foster, and Collins.
Now they're sending Brock Blizzard off the field. I think they were talking about the knee pads not being low enough, and that's a situation. The way they make pants now, they're not long enough, Brent.
They aren't.
You get a crowd that wants to call that, and you're going to have guys running off the field all night long. And we've got yet another penalty.
Yep, from the side judge on the Morehead side. And is he going to say somebody was lined up offsides?
Yeah, all I can think of, these guys are calling it in a way that we've not seen before because they've called Shelby for false starts on their split ends about 5 times.
Yep, so now 3 receivers left, and it'll be handoff to Tate, bounces it to the outside. He's at the 40, 35, cuts back 30, 25, 20, and pushed out of bounds. And there's Tristan Tate at his finest. It's going to be a gain of about 25 and another first down.
And there have been so many flags thrown that every time that a run is taking place or a pass is taking place, before I even want to get excited about it, I'm looking all over the field for the penalty flags.
Yeah.
But no flags that time.
First down, Golden Lions. That's a Cornerstone Dental Associates first down. And now Tate with 27 yards on 3 carries. And Farmer's going to pass. He's got a man open. That's Majay Thompson. He cuts back in. He's going to have first and goal at about the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Brent, we had just a perfect view of that play. And you got they put Tate out in motion and then ran him on that wheel route and then brought Majay on the post pattern. And everybody was worried about the wheel route, and Majay ran a perfect pass pattern and caught the ball and then took a pretty good shot, and he's down at the goal for first and goal at the 5.
Yep, gain of 15, and nice catch for Majay. Tucker Hammer comes off the field a little gimpy, and now Tate's going to run it around the right side. Gets hit in the backfield but breaks that tackle. He's at the 5, 3, 2, and out of bounds around the 2 or 1.
Yeah, about the 2 or the 1. Again, that's more the old-fashioned wildcat play, and they'd been running a little bit of wildcat with the quarterback in, but that time they snapped it directly back to Tate, and he's going to be down about the 2-yard line, I think, Brent.
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of 3, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the 2, and they're going to stay with that wildcat. He's got 3 blockers to the right, and 4 now, because he's got Nydream Wood, he's got Dominique Woody.
We snapped it before we got set, and goodness gracious, I mean, we were nowhere near set. They snapped the ball, and so that's just too easy.
So that'll surely bring Land Farmer back in with 2nd and goal from the 7.
Maybe not.
But he's not in there yet. So they got a heavy package. It's Killius Hunt, Dominic Woody, and Nick Norris all in there blocking. And now he's going to pick and run behind Norris, and he's swallowed up by a couple of those big defensive linemen. I think that was 56, Andrew Myers, that made the first hit.
So that's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 now, kind of where we started this thing. So we had the 5-yard penalty, and then we had the 3-yard run, and it's just been kind of tough, Brent.
Yeah, 3-yard run, 5-yard penalty, 2-yard run. So all that said, we got the yardage back from the penalties on those 2 runs, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
And Farmer's back in.
Farmer back in, Wood out, Woody out. And handoff Tate. He's picking his way, and he's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, Golden Lions, from 5 yards out. That's a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown, Tristan Tate. And the Golden Lions lead 26-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 2:05 to go, first quarter. And it's all Shelby in this one so far. Tate now with 37 yards on 6 carries. Collins to hold. Yeah, that last snap was maybe just a tad high, but it had some juice on it. He just didn't handle it. This is a much better snap and hold, and the kick is up and good for a Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. Shelby 27, Morehead nothing. We'll be right back with the Jam and Jay's Pizza Kickoff after this.
Free gas for a year from Renato Honda in Shelby. Come in and find out the details. Yes, free gas for a year, but that's not all. Renato Honda is the home of the $5,000 test drive. See them for all the details. But that's not all. Get your best deal at Renato Honda, or they will pay you $1,000. Come in for all the details. That's Renato Honda at Renato Auto Mall, 4425 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoHonda.com. Free gas for a year from Renato Honda in Shelby. Come in and find out the details. Yes, free gas for a year, but that's not all. Renato Honda is the home of the $5,000 test drive. See them for all the details. But that's not all. Get your best deal at Renato Honda, or they will pay you $1,000. Come in for all the details. That's Renato Honda at Renato Auto Mall, 4425 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at RenatoHonda.com.
Who better?
All right, we're back. It's time for a Jam and Jay's Pizza Kickoff by Jose Lopez. That numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown was a 5-yard run by Tristan Tate, and Shelby leads 27-0 here with 2:05 to go first quarter. This kick is going to kick deep. It's going to bounce at the 7, taken by Matthews at the 5, and he's going to be on the sideline and forced out of bounds just across the 20.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're putting one guy deep, and so Lopez is setting up to kick it deep, and he's finding where the guy is, and he's kicking away from him, and he's done a really good job. That ball wasn't picked up till it was about the 3-yard line, because it bounced at about the 7, so 57-yard kick, good coverage. So Lopez has a 56, 52, 51, and 57-yard kickoffs, and the coverage has been really good on all of them, Brent.
Yeah, Panthers take over at the 23. They've had the ball at the 30, the 14, the 19, and now the 23. And I think that 30-yard line was because of a face mask.
It was.
And so 1st and 10, it's been mostly Townsend at quarterback, and he keeps it this time left side, and there's number 10. And that's Noah Gardner on the tackle, and it's a short gain.
Yep, going to get out to the 25, so that's going to be a 2-yard gain. And that was a lot of running to pick up 2 yards. Shelby did a great job of just stringing that out, and they're doing an excellent job of getting a lot of helmets to the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, and a short 2-yard gain. It's 2nd and 8. Townsend has been in, but he did not throw every pass. They brought in for that one play. They brought in Fields, and he threw a completed pass for 10 yards. And so we'll have to see if they do any more of that in passing situations. Carter around the right side. There's Dominic Woody, and there's nowhere to go. Woody is there. Gardner from the backside. Kendrick Raper from the secondary.
And that's going to be a 2-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Thus far, 1 first down on the night, and that was due to a face mask penalty.
Yep.
Now, Shelby's only got 4 first downs, but they got 4 touchdowns to go along with the 4 first downs. 27-0. We're 45 seconds left in this first quarter, and it's got to be a nightmare first quarter for Morehead.
No doubt about it. They've given up a special teams touchdown, a defensive touchdown, and 2 offensive touchdowns. They've had to punt a couple of times. They've turned it over, and now in a 3rd and 10 situation from their own 23-yard line.
And it's a low snap, and he just has to lay on it, so that's going to be another loss of about 5. So that's going to bring up 4th and 15. And about the only thing nice you can say about it from Morehead's perspective is it's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Yep, 4th down and 15. And so Townsend will get a 5-yard loss there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the end of 1, it's Shelby 27, Morehead nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to Shelby High Football on this WestEndSales.com broadcast of playoff 2A football.
Turn to for life insurance than someone who's already part of your life. Your State Farm agent has been there for everything from your first car.
Hi, this is Steven. My dad's car got a dent.
To your first home.
Hi, this is Steven. You know that night.
So when it comes time for life insurance,
Hi, it's Steven. We had a boy, Stevie Jr.
turn to somebody who's been there all along. Call your State Farm agent about life insurance today.
See Robin Brackett, State Farm Insurance Agency at 941 East Marion Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-6855.
Don't miss the Larson Stock Up and Sell promotion now through November 1st at the Roundup store in Shelby. Get great mail-in rebates on Larson Storm, security, and screen doors. Spend $150 and get $10 off. Spend $250, get $25 off. Spend $500, get $50 off. Spend $1,000 and get $100 off. All during the Larson Stock Up and Sell promotion. Larson Doors, available at the Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, we're going to have a punt situation here on 4th and 14, and this is a better punt. It turns over slightly. It's fielded, though, and immediately tackled. Calvin Ramsewert, the Shelby 48. Tackle made by Javion Broadnax.
That was a dangerous play. Calvin should have done a fair catch on that one, but got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, he did not fair catch it, and he was literally hit immediately. Jeff held on to it, thankfully, at the 48-yard line. Shelby will take over there 1st and 10, 11:50 to go in the first half. We got to wait for the chain crew to get in place, and now they are. And in motion goes Majay Thompson. They snap it before Farmer's ready, and he's going to throw it out to Thompson, and he falls down. He's going to lose about 8.
So it's not exactly been a well-oiled machine for the Golden Lions. We've had a lot of false starts, and then we had a snap that was way early. And I tell you what, it's a good thing Land caught that ball, because that could have been rolling back at about the 20-yard line. And it's not a pass either. That's basically a rushing play for Thompson. So that was just a disaster. So 2nd down and 18 now for Shelby at their 40.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate. Thompson, what happened is he caught that 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and there was 2 defenders, and he knew he was going to have to make a move, and when he went to make a move, he just slipped down. And now Farmer gets pressure, and he'll step up.
And he's going to get sacked.
Yeah, he'll take a sack. That's going to only be a 1-yard sack, thankfully, but still it's going to bring up 3rd and 19. And again, just kind of a weird vibe to the game so far. With lots of penalties. I think Shelby's got 9 penalties.
For 60 yards.
Now they're in a 3rd and 19.
Looks like there's about 40 people on the visitor side, so it's a dead atmosphere, and Shelby jumped out 27-0, and it's got to show a little bit of fortitude to play the football game instead of just say, okay, this one's over with.
Land hasn't really had a lot of time to throw, and part of that's Kadir Rogers right there in the middle, 6'5", 265, Jeff. He is a monster to handle. And then next to him is 61, Jalen Lowe Wright at 226. And those two guys are being pretty disruptive right there in the pocket for Land. He's had to really get out of the pocket and throw it. And now he's going to go deep. He's got Majay Thompson behind the defense. It's caught at the 25. He slips again, but he makes the catch, and he's down to about the 20, maybe the 19. And get him some new cleats, please.
Yeah, because he could have probably run that all the way in for the touchdown, but he tripped and down to the 19-yard line. But that's going to be another first down, and that's a Cornerstone Dental first down. Butler's Tire and Auto penalties, boy, they've got their money's worth today, though.
Yep, that's a 42-yard pass play. And like you said, had he not slipped, that's probably 6. Now they're going to throw it to him behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to run in between. He slips again.
But
he gets down to the 11-ish, and now there's some extracurricular activity.
Yeah, number one for Morehead, he just grabbed, not sure who that was, and just threw him down.
Yeah, he grabbed Man Collins and
just threw him down.
20 yards behind the play, and that draws there's two flags.
We've got another flag on the other side of the field, but and that had nothing to do with a football play. I mean, there was a block at the point of attack, and then Majay runs past the block, falls down, and then back 10 yards behind the play, you've got a wrestling match going.
And now the White Hat has thrown his flag, his hat, and his.
So we got roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. So far, both of those are on Morehead. Then we got dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Shelby.
All right, so that's the 3 flag. He threw down his little, turnover bag, and he threw down his flag, and he threw down his hat. So I guess that's the 3 penalties he's trying to mark off. So when it's all said and done, I don't know that those all offset, or is the roughing the passer still enforced?
Well, roughing the passer is not a dead ball foul.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you enforce the roughing the passer and then the dead ball's offset. I'm not sure.
It was a 7-yard pass to Thompson, which they've got the ball marked there, and he just went half the distance. So my guess is he marked it from the 13.
Yeah, the White Hat's Lonnie Custer, and I know Lonnie. He did his student teaching with me, and he threw his flag, his beanbag, and his white hat.
They marked off more than I think they should have, because the pass was to the 12-yard line, and they put the ball at the 3.
Well, that's because there were 2 personal fouls called.
Okay.
And so they were both half the distance to the goal. So you went from 3 to 6 to 12. So it's a 6-yard penalty and a 3-yard penalty for those two penalties that were assessed.
All right, I thought maybe the 2 were offset and then there was just the 1 penalty, but it looks like they marked off 2 separate penalties against Morehead, so that makes more sense. So from the 12 to the 6, 6 to the 3, and Shelby will have first and goal
at the 3.
At the 3. And we have seen the Wildcat earlier.
Now the coach, and I imagine that's Coach Bobby Martin, the head coach, he's asking how could we have a 6-yard penalty and a 3-yard penalty and then offsetting penalties. But it looked like they called a roughing the passer and then another personal foul.
And then 2 unsportsmanlike.
And then 2 unsportsmanlikes at offset.
Yep. All right, so when all said and done, first and goal, Shelby at the 3, 10 minutes to go, clock running, second quarter, high snap, handoff Tate, and he's swallowed up by Rogers.
And we've got another wrestling match going on. They're not going to call anything this time, but when you got offensive and defensive linemen and the whistle blows and the defensive lineman then throws the offensive lineman down on the ground, that's not football, Brent.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand. It's going to be a 1.5-yard game, maybe a 2-yard game. I think they've got it on the 1-yard line now.
Yeah, so that was Tate. And let's see. This time Farmer keeps it, pulls it out of Tate, and he's going to be hit but goes into the end zone. That's a touchdown from Landfarmer. I think that was more of a 1.5-yard touchdown. We'll give him 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So Landfarmer in with a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown run from 1 yard out. And Shelby up 33-0 with Jose Lopez out here for a Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown with Collins to hold and Morgan to snap. And now the snaps, hold, and kick is good. And Shelby leads 34-0. 9:20 to go first half. We'll be right back.
It's time for the big game, and Safe Lane Driving School in Shelby wants you to drive safe to cheer your team on. Safe Lane Driving School is owned and operated locally by retired state trooper Philip Glover. Safe Lane Driving School features 30 hours in the classroom and 6 hours behind the wheel. And if you've completed your classwork and are waiting to drive, Safe Lane can help with that too. Safe Lane Driving School, 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-7808. Online at safelanedrivingschool.com. Stay safe and start driving today. It's time for the big game, and Safe Lane Driving School in Shelby wants you to drive safe to cheer your team on. Safe Lane Driving School is owned and operated locally by retired state trooper Philip Glover. Safe Lane Driving School features 30 hours in the classroom and 6 hours behind the wheel. And if you've completed your classwork and are waiting to drive, Safe Lane can help with that too. Safe Lane Driving School, 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-7808. Online at safelanedrivingschool.com. Stay safe and start driving today.
All right, we are back. It's time for a Jammin' Jay's Pizza Kickoff from Jose Lopez. And he's gone deep the last few and successfully. Let's see what he does here again. It looks like he's lined up to go deep again. And he does. He kicks this one. He gets a really good leg into this one. This bounces at the 5, and this is going to go in the end zone for a touchback. So Morehead will take over at their own 20. Jeff, it's been all Golden Lions. They've had a kickoff return for a touchdown. They've had a pass to Khalil Foster for a touchdown. They've had a Nick Norris interception return for a touchdown. Then they've had
Tristan Tate touchdown run.
Tristan Tate, and now a Land Farmer touchdown run. So Golden Lions have been good. The only downside is the penalties, but now Morehead's had some penalty issues as well.
Yeah, the Butler Tire and Auto penalties, Shelby's been guilty of 9 of them for 60 yards, and Morehead's been guilty of 4 of them, but they've only ended up being penalized for 31 yards, but 3 of those could have been much larger because they were half this to the goal line penalties.
How about this? Burns kicks a field goal. They lead 17-0 over North Stanley. Crest up 28-0 on Eastern Guilford, and East Lincoln Kings Mountain tied at 14. Handoff, Carter hit behind the line of scrimmage by 56. Woody.
Going to be a loss of 2.
Woody and Tajay Johnson. Nice to see him back.
Very nice to see Tajay Johnson. Brent and I were thinking very seriously about making Tajay our player to watch, but we weren't sure he was going to start. He had a really bad ankle sprain.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get over those things. So it's so good to see Tajay back.
Carter loses 2, and it's 2nd and 12. And Carter, the leading rusher coming into the game, has had 6 carries for 6 yards. So Shelby defense has been good against the run. Now they're going to throw it. Townsend throws it. Receiver wasn't looking.
Yeah, and he threw it way over everybody's head, too. And he threw it to the receiver. It was double covered. And best thing you can say about that is he threw it too high for anybody to catch, because The way you're looking at it, did you see any way he could have made a catch on that? If it was anywhere near, I think the Golden Lions were going to intercept it.
Yeah, and it was coverage by Omarius Moore, and he was all over that one. Good to see Omarius out there. Right now you got Quivette McCray and Calvin Ramseur at the corner positions and Kendrick Raper back at safety. And you've got a 5-man front. So the linebackers are
Yeah, you
Johnson.
really kind of got a 53 with 3 guys deep behind it, and you can understand because this is a team that runs the ball.
Tate, Allison, Woody, Gartner, all up on the line. And Fields is back in. He throws it, and he has to get rid of it because he had pressure from Johnson up the middle. He throws it way too early. It falls incomplete. And that'll be fourth down. And 4th and 12. So Fields, comes in the obvious passing situations, Jeff. And he completed 1 pass for 10 yards that time, incomplete. And they're going to have to punt it away. Calvin Ramseur back deep. Yeah, Shelby, against these really, run 90% of the time teams, we've been really tough. We've gone with that 5-man front, and it's a pretty darn good defensive line that the Golden Lions have, and then that linebacking crew is really good as well. And so this one's going to bounce at the 48 of Morehead and bounce into Shelby territory. Ramseur thought about it, thought better of it. It's going to be down at about the 42-yard line of Shelby.
It's going to be a 40-yard punt. Ramseur so wanted to pick that up. And that was one of those that the way it was bouncing around, he didn't need to try to pick that up. And I was just thinking, please don't pick that up. And he did the smart thing. He let it go. So Shelby's going to have it on their own 42-yard line. Only the 4th official offensive possession. Shelby scored 5 touchdowns, and
They've had the ball 3 times.
They've had the ball 3 times. This is the 4th time they've had it. I mean, I guess they had it on the opening kickoff, but it was a 7-second run a kickoff back for a touchdown.
Yep, 1st and 10. Farmer in at running back now is Jalen Tate. He'll get the carry, and between the tackles, he's going to run hard for about 5.
Yeah, Jalen is the guy that he's kind of the thunder to the lightning of Tristan Tate. But, both of them can run really well, and both of them run hard. It's just that Jalen's just much thicker.
Right. Tate's the highlight reel, and Jalen, well, they're both Tate.
Yeah.
Tristan's the highlight reel, and Jalen's the pounder, and it's 2nd and 5 after that 5-yard gain. He'll stay in. Cole Wakefield now in at one of the receiver spots along with J.J. Williams. Farmer's going to throw. He looks left, gets pressure. He is drilled.
Yeah.
That was DeQuay Matthews on the sack. The good news is he had stepped up in the pocket, and that sack's only going to be a 3-yard sack.
Yeah, in fact, it's going to be a 3-yard sack. And that's the big thing. Land has done such a better job of stepping up in the pocket instead of trying to run around. But that pocket just fell apart, and he took a shot. And he did a great job hanging on to it, Brent.
He did. 3rd down and 8 now. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ball on the left hash. Clock's running. It's at 6:49. Shelby leads 34-0. Now they're set, 6 on the play clock. They're going to throw it, and it's high. It was intended for Ramseur, and they had Roseboro out there to block, but just sailed.
Just too high. So it looks like Shelby's going to be forced to punt. 4th and 8 from their own 44-yard line.
Farmer's only missed 3, 6 of 9.
For a lot of yards.
Yep. He's hit 16, 51, 24, 15, 42, and 7. And now it's 17-3 at halftime. Burns.
They have nobody back. I guess they're going to try to block it. There's nobody deep.
Nobody deep. Last time this happened, we totally flipped the field. And looks like they're going to bring the house. Lopez gets it off, and if it rolls the right way, it could roll a while. It does take a good Shelby bounce, rolls about 12 yards down to the 19-yard line. And so Morehead will take over again in tough field position. And they haven't had a whole lot of offense tonight, Jeff. They've had a 10-yard pass. They've had a 9-yard run. They've had a couple of zeros, 2 -4s, a -5, and 2 -2s. So not a whole lot going in the right direction for the Panthers so far. Reedsville leads RS Central 45-16 at halftime. East Gaston and Randleman tied at 7.
Morehead having a hard time getting their 11th player on the field. They finally.
South Point leads Montgomery Central 21-0, and they're going to throw it, and it's going to be Townsend. It's picked off. Derek Key at the 20-15. He's out of bounds, and that was almost picked off by Vaz, and then I think Key took it out of his hands, and Vaz is saying, "Hey, man, you can let the linebacker get the interception."
Got a penalty flag down.
Yep.
Not sure what that is.
It's in the defensive backfield. Could it be a? Well, they're either going to call a. I don't know what it could be, pass interference, or it could be a block after the interception. Holding. And is that a hold on the pass or on the return? I don't know. But the defense stays out there. Wow. Interesting call, because that was thrown nowhere near anybody except the two Shelby guys that were there, Vaz and Key. And it's
I guess that's defensive holding. And wow. Okay.
All right, so 10-yard penalty gives Morehead a first down and moves the ball out to the 29-yard line, and it's another penalty on Shelby. Negates the turnover. And now 1st and 10, a little of a wing T look, and they're going to pitch it forward to Carter, and he's
going to lose a lot.
There's nowhere to go. Chris Allison hit him first, then Nidrian Wood finished him off.
They were kind to give him a 3-yard loss, too.
And I think that's technically a pass.
It is, yep, because he did flip it forward. But, you know, Shelby, when the ball snaps, Shelby just runs through the blockers. I mean, there's just not a whole lot that they've been able to do, and you can sort of see why offense has been so difficult for this Morehead team.
Yep, so that's a -3 to Carter on the pass play. And it'll be 2nd down and 13. The running back's really close to the quarterback field, and that ball's on the ground, and it's rolling around. I think it's recovered.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think Shelby got it. Not sure who, but I think Shelby got it.
I think it's 55 Nidrian Wood. Nitro, they call him. And he's shaking up a little bit as well. I think he got the breath knocked out of him, falling on the. But now he's holding his hamstring. And he's one of the few two-way players on this Golden Lions line. But the turnover gives Shelby the ball deep in Morehead territory.
With 4:54 left in this first half. Been all Shelby. The ball's going to be at around the 20.
Looks like the 21 or 2. I can't really tell because all the linemen are in the way.
The thing that kind of bothers me is they hadn't changed the box or anything yet. They've still got like 2nd down and 18 over there.
They're still marking it like it's Morehead's ball on offense. And
Morehead's defense is out on the field, though.
And Shelby's offense going in the other direction. And they're
gonna say that Morehead got the fumble recovery, but both teams said that they didn't.
Wow. So that's the 2nd turnover on this possession that didn't happen. All right. So Morehead keeps the football.
Was it an early whistle?
All right, so -5-yard run then.
Well, they're still saying it's 2nd down.
So it should be 3rd and 18. Fans aren't liking things all that much. Don't blame them.
Inadvertent whistle. That's what I thought it was. This snap is low.
They're going to throw it deep, and nice coverage there by Kahari Corey was actually a pretty good pass, too, but was just out of the reach of Tavion Peterson, and it should be 4th and 18. I don't know why it says 3rd.
It was an inadvertent whistle is what they called, and so maybe the inadvertent whistle stops it where it is without a change of without a down.
But they let them lose 5 yards on the play, so they marked the 5-yard loss, but kept it 2nd down. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
It's confusing to say the least.
All right, so I've got what should be 4th down. They're saying it's 3rd. Incomplete pass. And low snap, and Townsend's going to run. He's going to throw it on the run. He's going to complete it to Matthews, and he's running. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. This is going to be a 79-yard touchdown, although there's a flag back.
But I think there's going to be a holding
penalty
penalty on Morehead.
What happened there is they threw it to Matthews, and RDB had a break on it and thought he was going to have a pick six, and he jumped in front of it and
didn't catch it.
Missed it. And Matthews caught it and was like, there's no defender on me. Turned around and outraced the defense. But back at the near midfield is a penalty, and that should have been 4th down anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how an inadvertent whistle can result in them marking the 5-yard loss off.
It is a holding penalty. They may still get the 1st down, because if the holding penalty is at the 50, and they're going to get the 1st down.
Wow. So from the 21, so it's a 29-yard pass. Then a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, our defensive back said, I've got this, and the receiver just took it away from him.
Yep.
And then went the distance. Now, he showed some speed, but they were helped by a holding penalty.
Yeah, just kind of a weird series. Let's just put it that way. I don't even know how else to describe it. And now they're putting time back on the clock as well. I think 4:45 is what Coach Wilbanks is signaling. So we had an interception that they called back for a defensive hold.
We had a fumble recovery that they called. They shook off for an inadvertent whistle.
But they gave them an extra down in the process, even though they marked off the 5-yard loss. And then they get that play, and now this ball is snapped low, and they're going to call a penalty for a false start. So a little bit sloppy here.
A little bit.
Makes it a little difficult to call it, but that'll be 1st and 15 back at the 35-yard line for Morehead. Clock's at 4:33 now. I'm just still a little bit
confused.
Confused about why it wasn't 4th down, but anyway, nothing I can do about it now. They're going to roll right, throw it. It's complete to Carter. And Tajay Johnson makes the tackle after about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, nice gain, 8-yard gain. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 7.
So 8-yard pass to Carter after a 29-yard pass to Matthews. And so Matthews and Carter have all 5 catches tonight for the Panthers. They've also run the ball every time except for the 2 quarterback who've run it a combined 3 times. So 2nd down, 7, ball at the 43 of Morehead. 3:45 to go. And play action, they're rolling left. He's going to throw it. Nearly picked off by Landon Hollifield, who was
he got his hands on it, just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, and it would have been a great interception because it was behind him, and he reached back and almost made a great interception. Kind of looked like the one he had the first game of the year.
About the same spot, too.
Yeah, about the same spot.
So 3rd down and 7, and so what Morehead's doing now is they've come to the conclusion they've got to throw short passes.
Yep.
And they've had some success with the short pass. 3:39 left in this first half. Shelby leads 34-0. Morehead 3rd down and 7 on their own 43-yard line.
5-man front for the Golden Lions. And Fields is back in, and he fakes it and
It's a great fake.
Yeah, and Carter makes the catch, and then
he's going to get the
extra
first down.
effort's going to give him right at the first down yardage, and that was just for the first time maybe a little bit of poor tackling. I think they.
Well, I tell you what happened on that is. It is going to be a first down. I think they're going to measure, but I think it's not even close. I think it's going to be a first down. But what really happened was we had a defensive lineman in the backfield, and instead of tackling the quarterback, he tackled the guy he faked it to.
Right.
It was a really nice fake, Brent.
Yeah, it was, and you're exactly right. He could have tackled the quarterback right there, but he went for the running back, but he pulled it out of the running back and then made a really nice throw out in the flat, and Carter just does what he does. He runs really hard after the catch. And now they're going to run it.
They actually hand it to they faked it last time, and this time they handed it off, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss, and Shelby's going to take a timeout.
All right, timeout with 3:12 to go, and Shelby up 34-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Sizzle & Son Paint and Body Shop wishes all Cleveland County High School football teams a successful season. A local family-owned business for 26 years, Sizzle & Son offers auto and truck body repair and painting, motorcycle refinishing, and dent removal. They're known for the quality of their work, their experienced staff, and their dedication to customers. In their own words, we work for our customers, not for the insurance companies. We have your best interest in mind. Call 704-730-0050 or stop by 2027 Shelby Road, Kings Mountain. They're there when you need them. Sizzle & Son Paint and
All right, we're back after the timeout by the Golden Lions, and they made that a 30-second timeout. Second down and 12. Matthews lost 2 yards on that run play, so it's second and 12 from the 48 of Morehead. And they'll run a misdirection. They'll roll right. They'll throw it short. This time, again, Carter catches it, takes a huge hit.
And he's still running.
He's still. Calvin Ramseur hit him hard, and he just bounced off. And then he got about 5 yards. Jeff, it took about 7 guys to tackle him. I don't even know how to explain it, but that was one of the hardest runs I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he hit him as soon as he caught the ball. He hit him hard, and he just bounced off of it and kept going. So that's going to be a gain. That's going to make it 3rd down and 7 now. And Shelby's taking their second time out. They're trying to get the ball back. And Shelby's only had the ball. They've had 4 possessions, and they've had 3 touchdowns and a punt.
Yeah, we'll keep it here. That was a 5-yard reception, but like I said, he got hit at the 50 by Calvin Ramseur, but it was one of those hits where, he didn't exactly wrap up.
No, he didn't wrap up
but
at all.
He hit him hard.
Really hard.
And Carter bounced 2 yards backwards and then got ahead of steam going, and I don't know, 5 or 6 guys had a hold of him, and he wouldn't go down.
Yeah.
He fought.
He is something.
It reminded me of like Earl Campbell back in the day.
Yeah.
Like if he had the tearaway jersey on, it would have been in shambles, and he would have still been on his feet. That was a big boy play right there. He got 5 yards and made it a manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, Ramseur's not small. He's 5'11", probably about 170. But that was a good shot he gave him. But he said, "Nah, I'm not going down."
So now 3rd down 7. Townsend stays in. He will hand it off to Carter left side. He's got a good block, and I think they're going to get a hold on maybe 74 or 79 on Adrian Wood, and that's going to negate a run that's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. And that's exactly what we have. It wasn't really a hold, it was a tackle.
Yeah, it really was. And of course, that penalty should be from the line of scrimmage, even though it happened 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's that rule change, and the officials have it right this time, Brent.
Wow, they actually got it right, so I'm impressed. Color me impressed. 10-yard holding penalty, and it'll be 3rd and 17, and I'm wondering if Fields will be back in on a passing down. And, at halftime, you're going to have to give our James River and Equipment recap of the first half, and I can't even add up all these penalty yards, so I'm glad you're doing that piece of it.
Yeah, there's a lot. 70 penalty yards against Shelby, and
Third down, 17. Again, low snap. And again, Shelby goes with the guy they faked it to. And again, what a run after the catch by Carter. And he's going to get the first down, I think. He got about 12 yards after the catch with guys hanging all over him. And again, Shelby took both of the running backs, but not the quarterback. And then he delivered a completed pass, and they're going to mark him out right at the 40. That's where the first down marker is. I think they got it.
Nope, they're going to call holding.
Never mind. I didn't even see the flag.
I didn't either. Yeah, it's right at the line of scrimmage. So
okay, so what a play, though. I mean, Carter's a man-child.
Yes. Yes, he is. He is something.
All right, so they actually said he got a 7-yard gain, and then the penalty was at the 50, so it's going to be 3rd and 20. So we'll give him a 7-yard catch.
How about we cover that young man?
Yeah.
It's something.
But I'll tell you, even when he's covered, he just breaks tackles. So now they're going to throw it deep, and it's up for grabs. Nice try by Matthews as he got his hands on it, but it falls incomplete. Triple coverage out there, too.
So 4th down and 20.
Look at there. Tyler Morgan is back there at DB. I haven't seen him there all year, but I certainly like it. He's 6'4". So they had back there Kahari Corey, Morgan, and Kavlin Vaz, and Matthew still got his hands on it. So that just shows the athleticism by that young man.
So 2:29 left in this second quarter.
They're going to punt it away. It's a knuckleball. It lands at the 35 of Shelby, takes a left bounce for about 3 yards. But the Golden Lions have plenty of time, Jeff. There's 2:21 to go and 1 timeout, and they've got the ball at the 31-yard line. So you got about 4 yards of roll on that one.
So Shelby's got it on their own 31-yard line. Like you said, 2:21 left. And need to do a better job of protecting land this time because they got a sack last time.
And so Kendrick Raper's in. He's going to throw it, and he's going deep, looking for Tyler Morgan, overshoots him. So Kendrick Raper in the ball game.
Yep. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10.
But we talked in the pregame, Jeff, that it would be nice if we could get in a situation where Kendrick could get some extended time at quarterback tonight. And here he is in the first half, so we got our wish. Let's see what he can do with his opportunity here. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers left. And it'll be handoff to Tate in between the tackles.
And he got rushing sickled.
Yeah.
It's about a 3-yard gain. He took it around the chops.
Man, Nikita Koloff.
Yeah.
So we got 3.
So 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, this is probably one of the bigger defensive lines we faced this year.
Yeah, big number 74. 6'5", 265, and there's not any fat on him. He's just a giant.
Yeah, he's we didn't get a chance. He has 89 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 5 sacks on the season. He's by far their leading in all 3 categories. This pass is caught by Majay Thompson at the 35, gets a block, 40, 45. He's at midfield, and
he almost fell down 2 more times. Really good blocks to spring him. And no flags down, so that's going to go all the way down to the 31-yard line. Majay just, you really think.
I thought he was out of bounds way back here, and he wasn't.
Put some bigger cleats on there.
Yep. 16 plus 19. 35?
Yep.
35-yard reception. First down, Shelby. And again, with that 2:21 to go, that was all day for the Golden Lions. Here comes Tristan Tate around the right side. 30, 25, down around the 20 and out of bounds. Right there at the 20. That's going to be another first down.
And they don't have. We had first down on the 31, and the sticks are nowhere to be found. That's bizarre. That's going to be a first down.
That was an 11-yard run, And Golden Lions are at the 20 of Morehead with 1:19 and a timeout.
We still don't have the sticks set.
You're right. The sticks are back at the 31, and it should be at the 20. And Raper's going to call his own number. Now it's Jalen Tate out of nowhere. How did he even get the ball? He's on his feet. He's at the 15, 10, 5, near the goal line. What just happened?
I have no idea.
Kendrick Raper faked the handoff to Tristan Tate, then kept it. Then, all of a sudden, out of the pile comes Jalen Tate with the ball.
And he made a highlight run.
Yeah, breaks about 4 tackles and takes it all the way down to about the 2, maybe the 3. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like the 2. That's an 18-yard run.
So it's going to be on the 2. So first and goal at the 2. There's 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this half.
How did he get the ball? I
don't know.
And now handoff to Tate left side, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, Jalen Tate. T. Hollifield
just got knocked backwards, and one of the offensive linemen on the right side had his helmet taken off. I mean, this is getting kind of rough, Brent.
Yeah, a little chippy right now. That's about the 4th time we've seen a little extracurricular after the play type situation. But the Golden Lions in the end zone with 1 minute to go in the first half. And they're going to keep the offense out there and go for 2. Kendrick Raper will pitch it, and it was a bad pitch. Tristan Tate reverses field. He's going the other way. 10, 5, and he's going to score.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. He dropped the ball at the 10-yard line. He picked it up. There's 3 white shirts staring him in the face. He does his patented spin move, cuts it to the outside, then makes it 1 cut back inside and goes in for the 2-point conversion.
Was it a pass?
It was a pitch.
Okay, so
it was a run.
So Tate has a 3-yard run, and that doesn't really do it justice.
No. So we'll keep it here with 1 minute to go in the first half. Shelby leads 42-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And, I feel good. Raper came in for that series, and in a 2-minute offense takes him right down the field for the touchdown, completing a 35-yard pass. And then the rest of it was done with his running backs. As Tate had an 11-yard run. Tristan Tate, Jalen Tate had an 18-yard run and a 2-yard touchdown run, and then Tristan with a 2-point conversion run. And the Golden Lions up 42-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And crazy first half. Let's just put it that way. Very crazy. Crazy for a 42-0 game. And, usually that means running clock too, Jeff. 40-point lead. Crest leads 35-0 at halftime over Eastern Guilford. Burns in the third quarter 17-3 over North Stanley. Randleman leads East Gaston 14-7. East Rutherford over North Surrey 14-12. Kings Mountain, East Lincoln just keep trading blows 21-21. South Point over Montgomery Central 28-0.
1 minute to go here in this first half, and it's been weird.
Yeah.
Shelby leads 42-0.
So now they're going to kick kind of a bounce at the 30, 26. They better pick it up. They pick it up at the 26. And slew of Golden Lions are going to stack him up. He never goes down, but they're going to blow it dead.
They're going to give him the 30.
And guess who it was again?
Tell us who it was, Brent.
Number 8. He just no, I think that's number 6.
Yeah, I think that was number 6.
I think that was Octavius Terry. But gosh, if that was Carter, I was just going to say, my goodness, that guy will not go down.
Well, even so, he does not go down. You're right.
Yeah, Morehead at the 30. They'll take over there with 53 seconds. They have 2 timeouts, but they're not a throwing team, although they've had to throw it quite a bit tonight. They've thrown it 14 times in the first half, which is way, way out of their comfort zone. 1st and 10. And they do hand it this time on that same looking play. And that's Matthews. Nice tackle by Quivette McCray. Grabs him by the shirt.
Going to be about a 2-yard gain. Nope, 1-yard gain. So 39 seconds. Clock still running. Morehead goes back in the huddle. They break that huddle quickly. So they're going to try to get another play off. They've got time for maybe 2 more plays.
They got Hunter Cochran wide left, Campbell wide right, and it's going to be a run play to Matthews, right side. There's Quivette McCray again. So twice McCray's been on Campbell and come off him to make the tackle.
12 seconds left. Morehead better take a timeout if they want to run another play. I think they're perfectly happy to go in at halftime.
So they got 6 there, but that's going to do it for the first half. Shelby leads 42-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll come back in 3 minutes with our Stadium Halftime Show, sponsored by Gardner Webb University. We'll also go through our James River and Equipment stats and recap of the first half, and a look back at our Parker Farm Service player to watch. And we'll do all that after this 3-minute break from our sponsor. Shelby leads 42-0.
Body Shop wishes all Cleveland County High School football teams a successful season. A local family-owned business for 26 years, Sizzle & Son offers auto and truck body repair and painting, motorcycle refinishing, and dent removal. They're known for the quality of their work, their experienced staff, and their dedication to customers. In their own words, we work for our customers, not for the insurance companies. We have your best interest in mind. Call 704-730-0050 or stop by 2027 Shelby Road, Kings Mountain. They're there when you need them.
Don't get hosed on your hydraulic hose connections. See the hose man, Charles Cabinets at Shelby Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts store. They do all types of hydraulic hose connections, including hoses for heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses available in metric or standard fittings. And pick up your interstate batteries for your lawnmower, tractor, and heavy equipment, plus filters too, and they carry air gas. See Shelby Auto Parts, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby, open 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-2468 for Shelby Auto Parts.
Warm up to savings with the Stop In at Shelby Hardware. It's time to get your heater ready for the cold winter weather. Shelby Hardware does all types of heater repair, or just pick out a new one. Kerosene heaters, propane heaters, electric heaters, and even wall-mounted gas heaters. And don't forget about the Echo Fall sale underway now. Save big on chainsaws, blowers, and trimmers. That's Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
Never lose power again with one phone call to Shelby Heating and Air. See them about a whole home generator for your home by calling 704-487-7877. Since 1977, Shelby Heating and Air has been keeping people in the area comfortable. They are still family owned and operated and are dedicated doing the job right the first time. Keep cool, stay warm, and keep the lights on with one call to Shelby Heating and Air. 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Nobody does it better.
Yes, when it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Sherry Horn of Sherry Horn Real Estate. Sherry was voted the best real estate agent and best real estate office in Cleveland County. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, talk with Sherry Horn at Sherry Horn Real Estate. Call 704-915-5450 or visit her website at soldbysherry.com. And like her on Facebook too, and you'll see why nobody does it better. Buy here, pay here at SNO Auto Sales in Shelby. And yes, they've got vehicles priced under $10,000. How about a 2013 Hyundai Elantra priced at $99.95? How about a 2013 Kia Soul for $99.95? A 2011 Ford Econoline cargo van priced at $79.95, and a 2013 Dodge Dart $99.95. You too can become a satisfied customer at SNO Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Online at srautosales.com. Like them on Facebook too. When you experience the loss of a loved one, trust the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston to help guide you through the arrangements necessary to create a meaningful ceremony that celebrates the unique life being honored. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Falston. Online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts.
The Transportation Administration of Cleveland County continues to operate TAC, Cleveland County Transit, and REACH. The Cleveland County Transit route will continue to be free to ride until further notice. For more information, call 704-482-6705. Again, 704-482-6705. For schedules and times, visit tacshelbync.com. That's tacshelbync.com. Drivers clean and sanitize their vehicles every route.
Today's game has been brought to you in part by the law firm of Ted A. Grieve and Associates, personal injury lawyer. Ted is dedicated to providing professional and personalized service to every client. Their clients are assisted by highly trained staff members, which enhances the professionalism to their entire team. From auto accidents to workman's comp to Social Security disability claims, call on Ted A. Grieve, personal injury lawyer. Office is located in Shelby at 522 East Dixon Boulevard. Like them on Facebook too. Hospice Cleveland County now has a new name, Via Health Partners. It's a new name, but still the same exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top priority, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever the patient calls home. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice Cleveland County, is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting the website at viahp.org. Again, that's viahp.org. That's Via Health Partners.
I work my tractors really hard. I give all they've got. I demand as much horsepower as they can possibly give me. I tell you what, I've had these Coyote tractors for probably 10 years now. They've served me well. Been good.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vail. If you're filing an insurance claim for your home, and if it includes flooring, Willis Flooring Shop in Shelby can help you pick out a solution for your home that will fit your budget and navigate the claim process. And this month, Willis Flooring Shop has 10 to 20 cents off per foot of their LVP Click products with free shipping. Ask about the loose lay LVP. Great for the do-it-yourselfers. It's easy. It can be cut with a sharp box cutter and fitted into the corners easily. See it today at Willis Flooring Shop, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby. Open 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook too. You don't want to jump in a cold car on a cold morning and with no heat. Of course not. That's why it's a great idea to have your car's heating system checked over with a stop at A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. They do all kinds of heater repair. And remember A-Plus Automotive for all of your automotive repair needs. Talk with Charles Heston and you'll be back on the road in no time at all. That's A-Plus Automotive, 1900 Elizabeth Avenue in Shelby. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-0441. Like them on Facebook too. It's a fantastic fun fall sale at Abernathy's Chevrolet Buick GMC on East Main Street in Lincoln. Now's the time to buy and save, like up to $8,000 in savings on the new Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra. See the lineup of Buick SUVs, also the Trax and Trailblazers. And the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is in stock waiting for you. And don't forget about the Car Bravo pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence and save big now during the fantastic fun fall sale at Abernathy's Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street, Lincoln. Online at AbernathyChevrolet.com. At All Care Insurance Services, they take care of you. From auto to home to business, All Care Insurance can help. They've been helping North Carolinians save on their insurance since 1984. All Care Insurance Services is an independent insurance agency. They work for you, not the insurance carriers, finding you the best value on auto, home, and business insurance. Visit one of their offices near you. 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4835 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, and 7005 East Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. Online at GoAllCare.com. Get your Cooper Tire rebate now at any of the area All-Ray Tire Center locations. Now rebates of up to $100 on famous Cooper tires. Just visit your nearest All-Ray Tire location or go to allraytire.com for more information. From an oil change to brakes to tune-ups to North Carolina inspections, see All-Ray Tire Center, West Main Street in Forest City, East Main Street in Cherryville, Lower Dallas Road in Dallas, West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, Carbon City Road in Morganton, and a new location, 3588 Highway 16 in Denver.
We all hear about.
All right, welcome into our stadium Halftime show sponsored by Gardner-Webb University. Shelby leads 42-0. Jeff's now going to give you our James River and Equipment recap of the first half.
Recap of the first half. Well, it started off with a big play, first play of the game. Morehead deferred to have their choice at the beginning of the second half. They came out, they lined up, and what they'd done on film is kick those kind of high, short kicks to the sidelines. They lined up, looked like they were going to kick the high, short kick, and their kicker made a really nice onside kick. Weren't you impressed with that, Brent?
Oh, yeah.
Really nice onside kick, and that bounced up about the 40 for about 9 yards, and then Lorenzo Roseborough reached up, grabbed it, and took it 49 yards for a touchdown. Jose Lopez's point after made it 7-0 Shelby. So Shelby had it for 7 seconds. They led 7-0. With 7:50 left in the first quarter, Khalil Foster hauled in a 24-yard touchdown pass from Land Farmer. Lopez's point after made it 14-0. With 6:08 left in the first quarter, Nick Norris, a 38-yard interception return. The snap foiled the kick, so Shelby led 20-0. With 2:05 left in the first quarter, Tristan Tate, a 5-yard touchdown run. Lopez's point after made it 27-0 Shelby. With 9:20 left in the second quarter, Land Farmer had a 1-yard touchdown run. Lopez's point after made it 34-0. And with 1 minute left in the second quarter, Jalen Tate, a 2-yard touchdown run. And then, was that Tristan or Jalen with the conversion?
That was Tristan.
Yeah, and then Tristan Tate had a 3-yard run for the 2-point conversion. And so Shelby leads 42-0 at halftime. And by saying that Tate had a 3-yard run for the conversion, that does not do it anywhere near justice, because I can't even describe what he did to score the 2-point conversion. So 42-0 Shelby. As far as the stats go, Shelby has 7 first downs. They have 1 interception, and another interception that got overturned, had a fumble that they recovered that got inadvertent whistle, so they didn't get either of those, but they still have the 1 interception. There are 4 first downs by Morehead, 2 of them on penalties. Morehead threw 1 interception, and Morehead's been guilty of 8 penalties for 66 yards. Shelby's been guilty of 10 penalties for 70 yards. Now, at the end of the first quarter, Shelby was guilty of 9 penalties for 60 yards, and Morehead was only guilty of 2 penalties for 22 yards. So the vast majority of penalties in the second quarter were all on Morehead. So it's been a disjointed game. It's not been a pretty game. Been a lot of extracurriculars, a lot of offsetting penalties, been some things that have happened after the play that the officials just hadn't deemed necessary to call anything. And this is one of those games, Brent, from a coaching perspective, you're trying to keep your kids calm, because it's real easy to say, well, don't react. And some guy comes and cheap shots you, and your first reaction is to go back after him. And we all know a lot of times it's the guy who responds is the guy that gets caught. So it's a 42-0 lead that Shelby has, but nobody's really comfortable because of all the extra that's going on at the end of plays.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of that. We've even had, a fair catch on a punt where the guy got run into and they didn't call it. But they've called their share of penalties. Let's look at some stats for the first half. We'll start with Morehead, the visitors. And not a whole lot of offense there. Passing, they've had 2 different quarterbacks throw the ball. Elijah Townsend, who started the game, number 12, he's 6 for 11. He's got 41 yards and 1 interception. To Cheyenne Fields has come in. He's 2 for 3 for 17 yards. So the two have combined to go 8 for 14 for 58 yards with 1 interception. Receiving, DeQuay Matthews has 3 of those 8 catches for 34 yards, and Braxton Carter has the other 5 for 24 yards. So they've been the offense. And then running the ball, Carter is the leading rusher with 6 carries for 6 yards. Matthews has 5 carries for 5 yards. Townsend has 2 for -2, and Fields has 1 for -5. So they've only got 4 yards rushing on 14 carries, and then the 58 passing for a total of 62 in the first half. For the Golden Lions, they've been led on the ground by Tristan Tate, who's got 53 yards on 9 carries, including 1 touchdown run and a 2-point conversion run. Jalen Tate's got 25 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. Land Farmer's got minus 3 yards on 3 carries but a touchdown. And Majay Thompson has minus 8 yards on 1 carry for the Golden Lions. That's 67 yards rushing on 16 carries with 3 touchdowns. Passing, Land Farmer went 6 of 9 for 155 yards and a touchdown. And Kendrick Raper went 1 for 2 for 35 yards. So the two combined to go 7 of 11 for 190 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Majay Thompson, 4 catches, 99 yards. Khalil Foster has 2 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. And Tristan Tate has 1 catch for 16 yards. So Shelby with 190 passing, 67 rushing for 257 total. And a big advantage, 257 to 62. And that's why that scoreboard is reading 42-0 Shelby over Morehead. Jeff, let's look at some scores from around the area. We've tried to keep you updated pretty well. Reedsville, a team that's the number 1 seed in the 2A West, they lead RS Central 59-22. That's a third quarter score. Burns in a battle with North Stanley. They lead 17-10 over in Lawndale.
They did lead, 17-0?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And now it's 17-10. Crest leads Eastern Guilford 35-3. East Rutherford over North Surrey 21-18. South Point leads Montgomery Central 34-0. Randleman leads East Gaston 14-7. Kings Mountain and East Lincoln knotted at 21. And that's a score I think we're all anxious to see how that one ends up. That's a pretty rough first-round matchup. Those are two perennial powerhouse teams there meeting up in round 1. That's a tough draw for both of those teams. A couple of teams from the MITS 2A, which is where Morehead is out of. Williams leads East Wake 49-21. Of course, Reedsville, we already gave you that score. They lead big. Some other scores from 3A. Most of these are Eastern scores. Jacksonville 54-0. That's a final over West Carteret. Havelock over Westover 57-15. Southern School of Energy and Sustainability 18-14 over Wilson Fike.
Do have some 1A scores. Some of the guys that Shelby's been playing against. Cherryville is losing to North Rowan 34-20, but that's a lot closer game than people thought it was going to be. Bessemer City was actually favored. They are down 12-0 right now in their game. And then Thomas Jefferson, they're trailing 62-0 to Mount Airy. And, them playing Mount Airy's got to be almost like them playing Shelby. And I think Shelby beat them 70-0 or 77-0, I believe it was. So,
yeah, a couple of Eastern scores in the 2A. East Duplin 14-7 over St. Paul's. Wallace Rose Hill over Washington 27-13. Whiteville defeated Pasquotank County 34-20. Northeastern over Hertford County 50-13. Northeastern is 10-0. And Southeast Alamance, who's also 10-0, leads Trask 42-14. So, again, we'll try to keep you as up-to-date as possible on those scores. We're going to take one more break here on our Gardner-Webb University Stadium halftime show. We'll come back with a Jam & Jay's Pizza second-half kickoff after this break.
On how good the barbecue is in Lexington, Greensboro, and in eastern North Carolina. But here in Cleveland County, we all know that the best barbecue is here. At Alston Bridges Barbecue, Kent and Linda Bridges and their family make sure the staple of their restaurant is the best barbecue. Your choice, pork, beef, or chicken, plus delicious sides, such as slaw, beans, fries, and hush puppies. The best since Alston and Mabel opened in 1955. Alston Bridges Barbecue, 620 Grover Street, right here in Shelby.
Alston Bridges Barbecue is now open 10:45 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. 2 locations to serve you. That's Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal, located at 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and now at 851 Car Farm Road in Lincoln. Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal will buy your junk car or even your house and come pull your own parts. New additions arrive every day. Admission fee is $2. They also buy copper, aluminum, steel, cast iron, tin, and brass. See the king of parts. Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal, Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and 851 Car Farm Road in Lincoln. Online at autopartsupool.com and see their page on whatsupshopper.com. Like them on Facebook too.
It's hot outside, and so are the red hot deals on Floyd at Barrett's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. Hurry in now and see Stan and Sherry for your next floor. They've got wide width sheet vinyl with new designs and priced as low as $125 a square foot. Plus 5mm and 20mm wear layer LVP flooring is only $1.99 a square foot. This special get only for you at Barrett's Floor Covering, 150 Dixon School Road in Kings Mountain. Online at barrettsfloorcovering.com.
All right, that's going to conclude our Gardner-Webb University halftime show, and I believe it'll be Matt Grenier.
Yeah, going to let Grenier tee it up here.
Yep, he's going to tee it up for a Jam and Jay's Pizza kickoff. He's earlier this year, Jeff, he tied the school record with a 10-for-10 point after touchdown game when Jose Lopez had a soccer game due to a cancellation earlier in the week. Or actually, it was a game
was it 11 up for 11?
I think it was 10.
77?
Yeah, I think it was a 10 for 10 because the 11 for 11 was Lopez had 8 of them and he had 3. So pretty impressive stuff. He's 13 for 13 on the year. And this is going to be a directional kickoff that's going to bounce and go out of bounds at 18. Now, first half, they elected to make Shelby re-kick it. Let's see if they change their mind and take this one at the 35. And so it looks like this time they're going to say, give us the ball at the 35 because they haven't – this is probably about their best field position of the game, definitely, to be honest with you. So they'll take it there. They trail 42-0. It is a running clock with a 40-point lead here in the second half. So Morehead has to – I don't even know if they score, if that can get it back to a non-running clock or not. If they
I
can
think
get
once they start running it, they continue, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So it is Townsend in at quarterback. He started the game, but we've seen Fields quite a bit, and this is going to be a run to the right side by Matthews, and actually really nice tackle by by Kavlin Vaz, because that looked like it could be a good run. And
it looked like they had some room to run, and Vaz just made a nice play. Sorry that I jumped in while you were talking, Brent, but that was a great play by Vaz. So 2nd down and 7. A lot of reserves in right now for Shelby.
Well, a couple of guys we're really interested in seeing too, Jeff. 44 Tykerian Cuthbertson and 24 Tyson Williams, who are freshmen, and they're both on either side of the defensive line right now. Those are 2 guys that we're expecting some big things of. Kendall Smith, also a freshman in at nose tackle, 74. And rolling left and running it is Townsend, and runs by one of the DBs. There's a flag down. He's got a first down into Shelby territory, but
it was a pretty obvious hold, and that hold is what allowed him to get outside. And it almost looked like the head official waited to see that it was going to be a big gain. Then he threw the flag.
If they tackle him, but no, it sprung him.
And I may be completely wrong on that, but it just looked like he was waiting to.
So they messed that one up. They got it right earlier where they marked it off from the line of scrimmage. This time they give him a 12-yard penalty. So 2nd and 19. Should be 2nd and 17.
2nd and 20 from the 26.
So the ball's back at the 26. They got to get to the 45 and maybe just a couple inches past the 25. You're right, Kieran Thurman in at cornerback. We'll try to get you some names. This is going to be a run around the right side. Again, it's Matthews. And Matthews has a great run across the 40. He's going to get about 14 yards. He is finally tackled by both Kavlin Vaz and help from 36 Derek Johnson.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and a short 6.
2nd down and 6.
Again, just almost no starters in there for Shelby, and you can tell a big difference because they're not getting that big push. And, of course, all the starters still in for Morehead.
Yep, so on that D-line, we've also got number 47, Tobias Bradford.
74, Kendall Smith.
45, Killius Hunt. So 3rd down and just a shade over 5. And low snap, and they're going to do a
double reverse
pass from Carter, and it's going to be a big time pass interference by Shelby. And I think the DB felt like, oh man, I'm burnt because
he was.
He was, but what he didn't realize is he got back there in time to make a defensive play, and he didn't realize he was going to, so he just made sure that receiver didn't catch that one. Let's just put it that way.
That's one of those that you wish he would have turned around because he might could have intercepted it.
That's what I was thinking.
It's really hard to be running as hard as you can and then turn around and find the football.
Yeah.
But he just said, okay, I'm just going to tackle him so he can't catch it, and so that's going to be a 1st down.
So 15-yard penalty gives Morehead the 1st down at the Shelby 45. 7:45 to go. That's right, 7:45 to go because we've had a running clock. Here's a run. Matthews right side. This time it closes 47. Tobias Bradford.
Yep, and he's going to get about 5 yards on that play.
Nice tackle by Bradford. I like seeing some of these young guys get some good, playing time against some good competition here. And you've also got in there Boone Weiss at linebacker, Omarius Moore at safety. Over there is 41 at cornerback, and that's Tyke Watson. He's a JV player added to the varsity roster. And this will be Townsend running left, and he's going to be in the grasp of Bradford back at the 50. Are they going to say it's a sack? Nope. They're going to say he got the pass off incomplete, though. Nice play there by Bradford.
Yeah, it was.
And what I like is he went low and made a really good tackle. Didn't let him get away. See who else is back there. 31 at safety is Bryson Brown. I think that sets the defense for you. Kavlin Vaz in at linebacker. 3rd and 5, and throwing it and running it now instead is for the 1st down, I believe, is Townsend.
Yep.
He got just what he maybe got 6, and he started rolling out to pass it, and Tyson Williams is right there, and he did not hesitate. He cut it back away from Tyson and was able to pick up the 1st down.
Out to the 34-yard line.
And, 24, Tyson Williams, 6'5", 180-pound defensive end, 9th grader, and legacy player for the Golden Lions. And I don't know if it's the number, Jeff, the build, or a little bit of both. It kind of reminds me of another number 24 at defensive end for Shelby. Carter around the left side, and he'll be pushed out of bounds.
Good gain, though, and I've been waiting for him to hand it to him because, we've got a lot of the JV players in there, and we were having a hard time tackling him with our first teamers, and so that's going to be a 7-yard gain. And so we're down to we're closing in on 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, and, just been run play after run play for the Panthers.
Yep. One pass that resulted in it was a trick play pass, but it got a penalty on Shelby. And now here goes Carter
for another 1st down.
No, that was actually Matthews that time. But yep, got
I could tell it wasn't Carter because one guy tackled him.
Yeah, that's a good indication there. He got 4 yards.
So my question is, can they hold the ball the entire quarter and score? Because we're down to 4.5 minutes to go.
And that clock's not going to stop.
Nope, not going to stop.
And they're picking up, 5 and 6 yards at a chunk here. 1st and 10, ball at the 25 of Shelby. And this time, nice play. Well, it was a nice play by Killius Hunt, but the quarterback just kept it in the belly of the running back, Carter, and he did what he does. He carried tacklers for about 3-yard gain. There's a flag came out late. This may be a post-play penalty as well. It's kind of one of them that you maybe think some guys were talking or doing some extracurricular activities. It's a 3-yard gain.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Morehead. So that'll make it second down, but they'll mark off 15 now.
Well, that's going to be tough because now they're in second and about 22.
And the clock continues to run.
And the clock's running. So, yeah, second and 22. And so a 3-yard run and then a 15-yard penalty. Now they're kind of got Carter behind Townsend, who's in the shotgun, and he's going to throw it, and he's got a man, but it's well underthrown, picked off. And let's get the number for that goal line. I think it's Amarius Moore, 28.
That pass is picked off by number 28, Amarius Moore.
And he's a guy that hasn't gotten a bunch of playing time this year because he's played JV and he's been an 8-quarter guy. But he's got a couple of interceptions on the season. I think he had one even last year. So he's a guy that's got a nose for the football in that defensive secondary. And the Golden Lions will take over at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Second interception tonight thrown by Townsend. Kendrick Raper will be the quarterback. And he will keep it left side, and he'll cut it back in, and he's got about an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, nice run.
That'll
8-yard gain.
Take it into Morehead territory.
You know what I liked that time was Braxton Carter, who's like their do-everything guy. He helped Raper up, and we hadn't seen much of that.
No, we haven't.
By either team.
Yeah.
A lot of extra stuff, and Carter made a good hit and said, let me help you up, and that speaks well for him.
2nd down and 2. And that was a really good fake by Raper. This time he hands it off to Jalen Tate. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 45 down to about the 42. That's a gain of about 7.
And we're down to 1:20 left in this 3rd quarter.
So ball at the 42 of Morehead now, and a fresh set of downs. That's a Cornerstone Dental Associates 1st down. 1:08 to go, counting. Here's a new receiver in. So out comes Ramseur, in comes number 80, Justin Johnson.
Somebody's got to get up on the line of scrimmage.
And he might be too close to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a handoff. Jalen Tate bounces it outside to the left. Gets about 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 4-yard gain. Nice tackle. Good run. So 2nd down and 6, and we're down to 43 seconds left in this 1st quarter. 2nd down and 6 for Shelby.
On the O-line, you got 53, Jack Nicely in at right tackle. 74, Kendall Smith, who was just in at nose tackle. He's in at left guard.
It's like number 60, Malachi Gist is in. Is he snapping?
He's at center, yep. 2nd down, 6. And Kendrick will put it in Jalen Tate's belly, pull it out, but
yeah, he didn't have any.
There was
no
nowhere
place
to go. 74, Kadir Rogers, who we've been calling out all night. He basically had both of them tackled, Jeff.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if he handed it off or kept it.
And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, Brent.
All right, so after 3, Shelby continues to lead 42-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Back after this for the 4th quarter.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and your family. Why not let someone else help out every now and then? As your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, that's why I'm here, for peace of mind, and to help you to protect what matters most to you in Cleveland County. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. Be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and
Didn't mean to hit the repeat there.
You know, that play by big number 74, Kadir Rogers, kind of reminded me of an old story about Bubba Smith or It could have been Deacon Jones, one of those big defensive linemen, and they said, well, how do you handle it? He said, well, I just grab 3 or 4 of them and I throw them out till I find the guy that's got the ball. I mean, he tackled 3 guys and then finally figured out that Kendrick had the ball and held on to him.
3rd down and about 9, maybe even 10 after the loss there, and Raper's going to throw it complete to Roseboro.
That's a nice throw.
Nice throw, nice block by Wakefield, and a nice run after the catch for the first down by Lorenzo Roseboro. He gets about 17 yards. Well, yeah, 42 to the 25. 17-yard catch by Roseboro.
And that's another Cornerstone Dental first down for the Golden Lions.
And Roseboro, we say this every time he gets in the game. He makes plays, and when he's your number 6 receiver, you got some good receivers because he's 6'3" or 4". He's the one that returned that opening kickoff, Jeff, for the 48-yard touchdown. So
you better believe it.
1st and 10 at the 25 of Morehead. 11 minutes to go in this one. Handoff, Jalen Tate inside, and he's doing what he does. He's dragging guys, including Carter.
He's dragging Carter.
A taste of his own medicine all the way down to the 10. That's a gain of 15 by Jalen Tate. Yeah, that was kind of like a little irony there.
Yeah. Another first down.
So 1st and goal at the right on the 10-yard line.
And Adrian Wood coming up a little bit lame, so he's coming out. He's been replaced by number 72. That's Kendall Gillette. Gillette's one of the JV call-ups.
Yeah, we got some new guys on the roster, and he's one of them. So Gist, Dominic Woody in there at right guard, nicely at right tackle, and then left tackle is Kendall Smith, and that ball rolls back to Raper.
Yeah, that's a snap infraction.
Yeah, and let's be glad it was a snap infraction because that was fumbled and
it was
recovered by the other team. Instead, it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 15, and the clock continues to run. It's at 9:50 to go in the ball game. Nobody scored in this half, but both teams have just had one possession with a running clock. And it'll be still first down, but 1st and goal from the 15. 3 receivers stacked left. The lone receiver to the right is Cole Wakefield. And now we got another pre-snap penalty on Shelby. It's
kind of like pick on the youngster. And what happened was big number 4, they're going to call him for encroachment. Okay. Because what happened that time?
So he came up and I guess gave some
he came up and said something and forced him to move, and so
you just don't see it very often that they actually call it that way. Now Raper's going to throw it out. This is complete to J.J. Williams. He makes one guy miss. There's a flag down in the backfield. He's dragging guys to about the 2-yard line, but let's see what the flag is.
Let's see if that's a late hit on the quarterback or a hold or exactly what it is.
Yeah, that Raper took a hit after he threw it. But there was also a running back there grabbing.
Roughing the passer.
Okay.
That's what they're going to call. So that'll add another yard to it. So another personal foul penalty for a yard.
Yep. So what did we get there? About a 8-yard pass?
Yep, 8-yard pass, and then the personal foul penalty. So that's going to put it on the 1-yard line.
Is it automatic first?
Well, they're going to say it's automatic first. I don't remember it being that way, but it doesn't really matter.
All right, 1st and goal. Hand off right side, Tate. There's Carter.
Yep, and he's going to lose about 4. They're going to actually say he's down at the 3.
So he loses a couple.
And the clock continues to run. We're going to be down to 7:30 left in the ball game.
So Raper, Cole Wakefield, Justin Johnson, Lorenzo Roseboro, J.J. Williams are receivers. And, it's been a quiet night for J.J. and for Tyler Morgan.
Although J.J. made a nice play. I mean, he had 2 guys standing in front of him. He just ran inside them for that 8-yard gain before the roughing the passer.
So Kavlin Vaz comes in at H-back. Out comes Justin Johnson. And in the I formation is Jalen Tate. And high snap, Raper comes down with it, and he's going to run all around in the backfield. He's still on his feet, but he's all the way back to the 20-yard line, and now he's going to throw it late. It's caught for a touchdown by J.J. Williams, but this is going to come back from a hold.
There's lots of flags down. Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, when that play broke down, Jeff, and he spun around and ran, about 20 yards backwards, that's when the holding penalty got called.
Yeah.
Raper's just such an athlete. He got out of all the bad situation and got the touchdown pass to Williams, but the damage was already done with the penalty. And so if they mark it correctly, it should just be a 10-yard penalty and be second and goal from about the 13. And that's what they do. So ball back at the 13.
6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Shelby got it back with 2:38 left in the third quarter.
Roseboro to the right. Wakefield, Williams, and Johnson to the left. Jalen Tate's in at running back. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw a jump ball to Roseboro in the back of the end zone. And
did he catch it?
I think he caught it.
He caught it. Oh, my goodness.
Roseboro catches it.
What a catch.
Oh, he's got it. He shirked this out.
I think they were going to call pass interference before that, but he just made the catch.
He got interfered with big time and still caught it. And again, that when you got Tyler Morgan and Lorenzo Roseboro to throw it to, Jeff, you got 6'4", 6'5" receivers, and you see what they can do with it. And, Roseboro's used to catching those alley-oops in basketball. That time he caught it on the gridiron for the touchdown. That's a 13-yard pass, and Roseboro's got himself a 2-touchdown night. Grenier in for the point after touchdown. Man, Collins to hold. And now Shelby's like 2 players shy of 11, and now late are Nick Norris and Keelan Tate and A.J. Wisness. So they were 3 guys short. And it's because those guys are used to being already out there, and now they're not. So now we're ready to go. Snap, hold. Grenier's kick is up and it's good. And the Golden Lions lead 49-0 with 4:45 to go. We'll be back after this for a Jammin' Jay's kickoff.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and your family. Why not let someone else help out every now and then? As your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, that's why I'm here, for peace of mind, and to help you to protect what matters most to you in Cleveland County. I'm Bert Kostner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Be sure to ask for me, Bert Kostner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Kostner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Now is the time to have your HVAC system serviced for the winter months to come. Right now at Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby, get 60 months no interest on qualifying systems for qualified applicants for as low as $89 per month. Bill Shuford Heating and Air sells and services American Standard HVAC systems, which are rated #1 in reliability. Call Bill Shuford Heating and Air at 704-484-0025 to book your appointment. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
All right, we're back, and there was a penalty, I guess, on the point after, and 15-yarder against Morehead. So Matt Grenier's got this one teed up at the 45 of Morehead.
And they had to stop the kickoff because the head coach is standing on the 43-yard line near the numbers. Generally, you can't do that. Having a pretty nice conversation with one of the officials.
You can hear the music in the background. Everybody's dancing around because looks like Shelby's heading to the second round of the playoffs. And Grenier's kick's going to be taken at about the 4 by Matthews. He's zigzagging in between a lot of guys, and he's out across the 20. Not a bad return.
Good return.
There is a score everybody should be interested in, and I haven't gotten it yet, Jeff, but in the 2A action, Shelby plays the winner of Maiden and Lincolnton, and I have yet to see that score. They don't even have it listed on the 2A site, so Have to see if we can get that score from somewhere. So that kickoff return is to the 25. Morehead will take over there. But, Jeff, there's 2 minutes to go, and the clock is running. They're still huddled up. The play clock is off. And so when they get this play off, there's going to be about 1:40 to go. They've got Fields back in at quarterback. And they'll snap it with about 1:40, and he'll hand it off to, I think, Matthews, but
I think it was. Well, the score that I see right now, Maiden leads Lincoln 28-23 in the fourth quarter. That's according to the Max Preps website.
Okay.
And there's around 5 minutes to go. Lincoln has the ball on their own 35-yard line.
4-yard pickup for Matthews, and it'll be 2nd down and 6, and this snap will be with under a minute to go. And I think that was actually Terry on that carry, to be honest with you. And now Fields is going to roll it. He's going to take a sack, and that sack is by 47, Tobias Bradford, who's had a pretty good night in the limited action he's been in there.
We're down to 37 seconds left in this game.
That's a loss of 5. Actually, it's a loss of, about 5. So 3rd and, let's call it 11.
And I think we're going to have the last play of the game here because we're down to 15 seconds left and the clock doesn't stop. So
Fields still in there at quarterback. And he will hand it off.
The number 24.
And he's running for a first down. Look, that's a hard run by 24, Quentin McNabb. He actually gets about 11 and another frame. He got about 16. And that's going to do it for the game. So McNabb on the last play gets a first down run for 16 yards. And the final score is going to be Shelby 49, Morehead nothing. Shelby moving on to the second round. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our stadium post-game show sponsored by Stamey Funeral Home of Falston. We'll give out some hardware and check it out our James River equipment stats and recap the game all after this break.
You may be headed out to the big game, or maybe you're heading to the mountains or beach for one last season getaway, or maybe just back to school. No matter where you're headed, head first to Butler's Tire and Automotive in Kings Mountain and make sure your vehicle is ready for the road. They do it all, from engine replacement to transmission service, along with tune-ups, oil changes, brake work, tires too, and inspections. That's Butler's Tire and Automotive Repair, 205 East King Street in Kings Mountain, right across from KFC. Like them on Facebook too. You may be headed out to the big game, or maybe you're heading to the mountains or beach for one last season getaway, or maybe just back to school. No matter where you're headed, head first to Butler's Tire and Automotive in Kings Mountain and make sure your vehicle is ready for the road. They do it all, from engine replacement to transmission service, along with tune-ups, oil changes, brake work, tires too, and inspections. That's Butler's Tire and Automotive Repair, 205 East King Street in Kings Mountain, right across from KFC. Like them on Facebook too.
4 generations. Now think about that. 4 generations of serving our area, providing understanding, care, and comfort to help you through a difficult time. That's Cecil M. Burton Funeral Home and Crematory. That's over 90 years of experience, knowledge, and tradition. Their staff takes pride in the professionalism your family will receive. Cecil M. Burton Funeral Home and Crematory, 106 Cherryville Road in Shelby. Online at cecilmburtonfuneralhome.com. Call 704-480-8383.
Attention Shelby and surrounding areas. Now through Saturday, Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby has red tag new Chevy Silverados with 0% financing, plus 0 payment till next year, and 0 money down payment available with lender approval, plus used cars from $8,900 with rates as low as 4.9%. Hurry in now, sell in Saturday. Chevy Silverados red tag 000. Used cars from $8,900. Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard, Highway 74 West in Shelby. Online at marburgerchevrolet.net. Did you know Cleveland Lumber Company has a custom mill workshop? Well, they do. And if you need something custom made, see Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. From cabinets to doors to trim. And don't forget, they do screen repair too. See them for your Milwaukee and Makita power tools. Also, Ready Seal for those decks. It's goof-proof. Even you can do it. That's Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Airwood Street in Shelby. Open Monday through Friday. They are the builder's choice. Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Attention football fans, looking for a winning smile? Touchdown with Cornerstone Dental Associates. Locally owned and operated in Shelby, their highly trained team brings the most up-to-date, comprehensive care to patients of all ages. With advanced technology and a passion for keeping your family smile in top form, Cornerstone is not your average dental office. They're accepting new patients, so go experience the Cornerstone difference today. Visit cornerstonedentist.com and see why their dental services have outperformed the rest. It's the best breakfast deal ever at the Creekside Seafood and Steak in Shelby. Listen up. Get 2 eggs with your choice of bacon, sausage, or liver mush. Also grits and toast and tea or coffee, all for just $5 and tax included. Again, just $5 and that includes the tax. And get 2 for $30. 2 USDA Prime New York strip steaks with 2 sides, just $30. And don't forget about their fish. It's the best seafood around at the Creekside Seafood and Steak, 1025 Kaiser Street off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Open Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays, 8 to 8:30. Sunday for lunch from 11 to 2:30. Like them on Facebook, too. The big trucks have backed up and unloaded mattresses, and more mattresses at Cummings Furniture in Shelby. Just arrived 2-sided, posture-perfect, orthopedic mattresses. These are handcrafted 2-sided. Just flip them over if you wish. Cummings Furniture also has a truckload of Nectar mattresses at closeout prices. Check with them before you buy. That's Cummings Furniture, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby. Dr. Stroud, Wilson, Thompson, and McMurray invite you in for all of your dental needs. From preventive care to cosmetic dentistry, from crowns and bridges to root canals and implants. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281 or visit the website at shelbydentist.net. Yes, smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby, located at 416 West Warren Street. Kids love them. Hey, and you will too.
Welcome back. It's now time for our post-game show, sponsored by Stamey Funeral Home of Falston. I'm going to turn it over to Jeff. He'll run down our James River equipment recap of the game, and then I'll back him up with some stats.
All right, recap of the game again. Sponsored by James River Equipment of Shelby. Opened up with a bang. Onside kick attempt by Morehead. Scooped up by Lorenzo Roseborough, and 49 yards later, it's a touchdown. So 7 seconds into the ball game, 11:53 left in the first quarter. Shelby leads 7-0 after the Jose Lopez point after touchdown. With 7:50 remaining in the first quarter, Khalil Foster, a 24-yard touchdown pass from Land Farmer. Lopez's point after made it 14-0. With 6:08 left in the first quarter, Nick Norris, a 38-yard interception return. The snap foiled the kick, so it was 20-0 at that point. With 2:05 left in the first quarter, Tristan Tate had a 5-yard touchdown run. Lopez's point after made it 27-0. And with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, Land Farmer had a 1-yard touchdown run. Lopez's point after made it 34-0. And then with 1 minute left in the first half, Jalen Tate, a 2-yard touchdown run. Tristan Tate, a 3-yard run for the 2-point conversion. And at halftime, Shelby led 42-0. With 5:13 left in the fourth quarter, Lorenzo Roseborough, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Kendrick Raper. Matt Grenier's point after made it 49-0, and that was the final. 49-0, and Lorenzo Roseborough had the bookends. He had the first touchdown and the last touchdown, and quite a night for Roseborough. And I wish you could see that last touchdown pass. The guy grabbed him and kind of jumped on his back about 5 yards into the end zone, and he made a catch 9 yards deep in the end zone. And it was one of those that, well, he didn't catch that. And then you're like, I don't see the ball. I think he caught it, and he did. So quite a night for Roseborough. Golden Lions for the game, they had 10 first downs. They were guilty of they were penalized 13 times for 100 yards, but that wasn't the worst because Morehead was guilty of 13 penalties for 112 yards. Morehead had a grand total of 8 first downs, and they turned it over twice on 2 interceptions, and the Golden Lions got points off both those interceptions. And so they won the turnover battle, they won the points off turnovers, they won the rushing battle, they won the passing battle. Their special teams were by far the best, and that's how you get a dominating 49-0 victory for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, moving on to the second round, let's look at some stats. Morehead passing, Elijah Townsend, who started, was 6 of 13, 41 yards, 2 interceptions. To Cheyenne Fields came in, went 2 for 3 for 17 yards, and they combined for 58 yards passing. Braxton Carter had 5 catches for 24, and DeQuay Matthews had the other 3 for 34. They accounted for all the receiving yardage. Rushing, those were the 2 workhorses as well. DeQuay Matthews led the way, 10 carries, 35 yards. Braxton Carter had 8 carries for 16. Quentin McNabb had 1 carry for 16. Elijah Townsend, 3 carries for 4 yards. Octavius Terry had 1 carry for 4 yards. And Cheyenne Fields had 2 carries for minus 10 yards. Altogether, 65 yards on 25 carries. Add the 58 passing yards, and they had 123 total yards, 62 in the first half, 61 in the second half. The Golden Lions, Land Farmer in a half of work, went 6 of 9 for 155 yards and a touchdown. He rushed it 3 times for minus 3 yards and another touchdown. Kendrick Raper was 4 of 5 for 73 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed it 2 times for 5 yards. Tristan Tate carried it 9 times for 53 yards and a touchdown. He added a 2-point conversion. He also had a catch for 16 yards. Jalen Tate had 7 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. Majay Thompson had 1 carry for minus 8, but he had 4 catches for 99 yards. Khalil Foster had 2 catches for 75 yards and a touchdown. J.J. Williams had a catch for 8 yards, and Lorenzo Roseborough 2 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. Nick Norris had an interception, return for a touchdown, and Lorenzo Roseborough a kickoff return for a touchdown for the Golden Lions, who ended up with 96 rushing yards on 22 carries and 228 passing yards for 324 total, and 5 offensive touchdowns, 1 defensive, and 1 on special teams. Now let's take a look at some of our hardware for tonight. Our Cool Air play of the game, sponsored by Shelby Heating and Air, and it didn't take long, did it, Jeff?
No, 7 seconds into the ball game, Shelby led 7-0. Again, we'll kind of set it up for you. Morehead won the toss, and they deferred to the second half, and you sort of wondered, gosh, they don't score many points. Why in the world do they want to turn it over to the most prolific offense that they probably faced outside of Reidsville? Well, they decided they were going to shock the world. They were going to run an onside kick. And it was a really nice kick. I mean, I was a little bit worried that they were going to recover that thing. But Lorenzo Roseborough stepped up and grabbed it at about the 49. And it really worked out well because that ball was bouncing and they were around it, but you can't touch it until it goes 10 yards. Well, the receiver team, you can touch it whenever you want to. And so he stepped up and made the catch and then ran past everybody. 49-yard touchdown. And so the Cool Air play of the game, and that's sponsored by Shelby Heating and Air of Shelby, was the opening play of the game, 49-yard touchdown run on an onside kick by Lorenzo Roseborough.
Took the air right out of Morehead. Let's look at our offensive player of the game, sponsored by Marburger Chevrolet. And how about Khalil Foster? On that first drive of the game, had the 2 big catches, ended up with 75 yards and a touchdown for the Golden Lions.
And honorable mention, Majay Thompson.
Yeah, 4 catches, 99 yards, and all that in the first half. So he was also our Parker Farm Service player to watch. So it was nice seeing him bounce back from a relatively quiet game against Burns for a big, nearly 100-yard receiving night for Shelby. Our defensive player of the game, sponsored by Marburger Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Shelby.
Who was it we kept calling all night long?
Who was it?
I can't. You said we called his name a million times.
Well, we called Tobias Bradford.
Tobias Bradford, but yeah, it was so difficult because the Shelby defensive line and linebackers just lived in the backfield, and I'm thinking Nick Norris. He had a great game. He made several tackles for loss.
Had the pick six.
So I think we got to go with Nick Norris.
Yeah, got Nick Norris. He the first play of the game, he had the big hit. And then he just kept making big plays for the Golden Lions. Nick Norris, our Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram defensive player of the game, and our overall player of the game by SNR Auto Sales, the bookend touchdown guy.
I think so.
Lorenzo Roseborough.
And nobody's expecting Lorenzo Roseborough to be not one but two of our award winners because he started the game off with that great play, and then he finished it off with an equally fantastic catch. So Lorenzo Roseborough, our overall player of the game, that's sponsored by SNR Auto Sales of Shelby. Brent, while you kind of wrap it up, let me see if I can get a final score from the Maiden-Lincoln game.
Yep, big news is Shelby moves on to the second round. They will host as the number 2 seed. Number 1 seed Reedsville would be an opponent if they both keep winning and get to round 5, which would be the Western Final. But a lot of games between now and then. Shelby gets the winner of Lincolnton and Maiden. Jeff, last time you checked, Maiden had the lead.
Maiden's leading Lincoln 28-23. It's saying that there's under a minute to play, and Maiden has punted it, and Lincoln has the ball on their own 35-yard line. So it's not looking good for Lincoln, but it's still not over yet.
Yeah, they got a minute, and they have to score a touchdown to win that one. They trail by 5. So still up in the air there, but it looks like a likely Maiden, if they can hold on, will come over here and face the Golden Lions next week. Crest is going to move on. I don't know. South Point's going to move on. Burns and Kings Mountain were both in tight matchups. Last I looked, Jeff, and I'm going to look again. Burns now leads. Burns has won. They have moved on to the second round. They defeat North Stanley 24-10. Crest moves on with a 49-10 win over Eastern Guilford. It's not looking too good for East Gaston. They trail Randleman 30-7. East Rutherford moves on to the second round. They defeat North Surrey 35-25. Kings Mountain leads East Lincoln 35-28 in the fourth quarter. Reedsville moves on to the second round. They lead 59-22. South Point a winner 42-7 over Montgomery Central. Kings Mountain says around a minute to go. They've now kicked a field goal. They lead 38-28. Matthew Rahm kicks a 36-yard field goal to give them a 10-point lead, and it looks like Kings Mountain's going to defeat East Lincoln and move on to the second round.
My latest update has Lincoln on the Maiden 40-yard line now, so it's not over yet.
So stay tuned. The post-game show's coming up next over on our mothership, ktcbroadcasting.com. You can tune them in on 1390 AM, 101.5 FM, I think 92.9 FM. So go check out all the scores over there after the game. Call in if you want, if you were here, and tell them what you thought about the ball game tonight, where Shelby wins 49-0 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. They move on to the second round to face the winner of Maiden and Lincolnton. We'll have it right here next week.
And we do have a final. Okay. Maiden did win 28-23.
All right, so Shelby will host Maiden, the Blue Devils, next week here at Blanton Memorial Stadium in Pearlie Allen Field. Jeff and I will have that call for you next Friday night right here on KTC Broadcasting. For Jeff Jones, I'm Brent Pasco. This will wrap it up for tonight. We appreciate you listening to this WestEndSales.com coverage of 2A playoff football here at Shelby. Again, final score, Shelby 49, Morehead nothing, and we will see you next week.
Don't miss the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Now financing as low as 5.99% on 36 months with approved credit, and save up to $3,000 on the off-road Kawasaki motorcycles. And choose your Suzuki 800. Lock in your rate and jump on a new Kawasaki 800 with financing as low as 1.99% APR for 36 months at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com. Don't miss the Yamaha Let's